Emerge.
Yep. All right. No more BS. Paul, can you remind us all what happened last week?
We still have key on the map, though.
Fuck.
Not anymore.
Did I lose Paul? What happened?
No, I'm just waiting.
Oh, okay. They're done talking. Go ahead.
Crosstalk. So we had finished up killing off the assassins, and we were going to find the person that they were after. Located him in the barn, and found out basically people wanted him dead because he was kind of cheating the Centaurum or whatever they were, Centil Keep, out of money because he had ways of getting people out of being able to pay that. And what he wanted from us was to take him off to this forest. So we said, well, we'll probably take you in somewhere where you can drop you off and you can head there. In the meantime, the group had been doing a lot of reading over the books and notes and everything from the Count, and learning a lot about the dream realm. And so Bighorn started looking into that and getting prepared. We thought it was something we ought to look into, find out what we could do there before we had to deal with the Count and his knowledge of it. And as we were continuing on in the boat, came to an area where there was a lot of yellow fog, and basically ended up finding out we were in the dream world. And whether that was a result of what Bighorn was doing or something else that was going on, we weren't sure. But someone off to reconnoiter and basically found this big expanse of desert with a building in the distance. So we got the group together and went over there and went out to check out this building. It was like a big caravan stop type complex. And as we looked through there, we did stumble upon a very strange guy who just kind of talking about how long he had been there and how much there really wasn't out and around. And we continued looking through there, came to this area with these three basins, and Baldwin the Fae went up to one, and a creature emerged that attacked us, so we had to deal with that. And so here we are now in this dream world, which you don't know how we got there or how to get out, having just killed this thing, and now trying to figure out where do we go from here, and what does this all mean, dealing with the Count and where we go from here.
Outstanding.
Can I have Baldwin's battle axe since he's not here anymore?
Who?
Baldwin had a battle axe.
I don't even know who that is.
There.
Everything. Don't bother. Continue, man. It's everything that we already handled everything. It's not. It doesn't happen no more.
We handled it with the party. I mean, he had expansive tools and weapons that we worked hard to get.
I didn't think me switching was going to be such a detriment to the party. Holy shit.
I mean, if there's a battle axe I could take, because I am proficient in battle axes,
I'd like. This conversation is over. Where would you guys like to go?
Oh, boo!
Elton had a fancy ass freaking dream realm.
So I already have it. Lethay has it. Yeah. So I'm gonna move down and.
I will say that just to clear the air. So, really important items that were like dream items or plot specific, I already gave to Lethay. So, you guys didn't lose access to those items. Lethay has them.
Okay, cool.
So that disclaimer out of the way. And scene.
What's in the pool underneath that black gooey monster? Is it just filled with its remains, its gooey remains?
Yeah, so it's just full of like this kind of black ichor. It's pretty stank, actually.
Okay. What a horrendous creature that was. What's in the rest of these pools? Anything else in this room?
You want to check them out?
Yes. Yes, please.
Roll a d6 in the tower.
Can do. Consider it rolled.
You spend quite a bit of time looking through the room. You don't find anything of interest.
Okay.
You do find a stool that has been knocked over on the east side of the room, however.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Take the stool.
Can I search this?
It's my stool.
You never know, we might need a little sit-down rest.
I'm old. I want to sit down while I drink my Senka.
Can I search this room?
Yeah, you can.
D6 tower.
D6 tower, my man. You find nothing in this room.
Okay, cool. Do these stairs over here go up or down?
They go up.
Yeah, I found some stairs, guys. I'm going up them.
I don't even know where that voice is coming from at the moment.
I mean, there are some things in the room. There's a large open ledger with strange writings in it. You're not able to read any of the names on the ledger. The shelves themselves have many other ledgers.
Can I try to read it?
Certainly.
I have ancient languages, abyssal, if that helps.
Give me an ancient languages check. Oh, nice roll. You think that whoever wrote this was actually illiterate and probably just mimicking written text. But the words mean absolutely nothing. They're just incoherent babble.
Alright. Interesting.
Alright,
We'll go up the stairs.
Up the stairs we go.
And we walk up the stairs like Teletubbies.
How's the song go?
Do 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 do.
Is that how it goes?
I think I was barring one. Same thing.
I don't think it's the same thing. all I hear in my head now is the Bananas and Pajamas theme song.
My map is all fucked up.
Gotta wait for it to load.
There's a lot of people in here. It might take a little while longer.
I can see the map, but I don't see any line of sight.
Click on your token if you don't see lines. Oh, you can see the whole map.
I mean, I can see the whole map, yeah.
This damn thing. Yeah, there you go.
Nothing but darkness.
I'm
Not like
gonna
there's
search
any
this.
spoilers. Alright.
It looks like a big mad face. Put it back.
Alright, so this you come up the stairs and you find a tidy but sparsely and tastefully decorated room. There's framed paintings of landscapes from what appear to be probably more dreamlands, just kind of the way they are painted. Included in one of the paintings is a many-spired city with marble walls, brass gates, and at the bottom of that painting is kind of a wind-swept waste beneath an ominous mountain path. And there's another painting with a kind of a gloomy-looking port city that looks to be constructed primarily of basalt. You guys are
Searching the room.
kind of searching the room. Oh, hold on there, Locke. Be moving around till I give out like the full description of a room.
My bad.
Because you guys are just kind of looking about the place. Locke, you're starting to head towards the door. And see a figure just step in through the open doorway.
I'm gonna stab at him.
Yeah.
What the f-
Okay. You see this rather tall-looking humanoid figure. He's got a long golden cloak on, and he's got a hood over his head, completely covering his face.
Yeah, all the more reason to strike at him.
You gonna try to strike at him?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, do we all see this kind of happening?
Yeah, you see this man enter the room, and you see Locke drawing his weapon.
I'm gonna step in front of Locke and try and block him.
What are you gonna do?
Stop
What are
him
you,
attacking.
what are you gonna
I'm gonna grab his arm.
do? What are you gonna do, dude?
Both you roll initiative.
Locke, hold.
Initiative.
Just
Just,
them two
flat-
or everybody?
Everybody who wants to react to the
Just
approaching
a flat
figure.
initiative.
Mhm.
Okay. Oops.
You have to end the previous combat.
Hold Alt key.
All right, I did it.
It says I need to re-roll. Were we already like in a?
Hold Alt.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. Give me a second. I didn't end the last combat. Everybody go ahead.
You want me to roll again?
Go ahead and roll again.
Firsties. This guy's dying.
Oh, my bad. Oh, bitch, I'm first.
You old Seika drinking motherfucker.
And you didn't roll initiative for a weapon anyway, so you would not have rolled that low.
You just said roll initiative. You didn't say roll initiative for my weapon.
This is not your first day, my man. You always roll initiative for the action you want to take.
Negative, dude. I don't know any different.
Then you reach for your weapon, but you forget how to react in the real world because you're in the dreamland.
Stupid.
Anyways, so
This guy's dead. I'm gonna kill him.
Alright,
Give him
so
a
up
breath.
first is Gwydion. Gwydion, you see Locke has a murderous look in his eyes, and you step forward. Go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do.
Can I move Locke behind me?
You
And
gonna try to grapple him, or do
Yeah,
you want to step in front of him?
You don't. Hey, old man.
yeah, I'll try and move him behind me. Fuck it.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll. Just your base stacko.
Spartans, dude.
I'm gonna do that, damn it.
19.
Guessing the Spartan.
Baby.
That's gonna hit. Oh my goodness. You grab his left arm and you grab his left wrist and you twist and then you push down on his elbow with your left hand. And I need you, Locke, to go ahead and make a saving throw versus paralyzation.
Don't be so hasty, Locke.
Versus dislocation.
Oh, with the swiftness, you just drop Locke straight to a knee, and you have his arm, you're pushing on his elbow and twisting his wrist, and every time he gives even just the slightest non-compliance, you twist a little more. And Locke, you are very familiar with this hold. You know that there's literally nothing you can do aside from stabbing this individual with your other hand, but at this point you have to comply or he could just break your arm.
I'll comply.
Okay, so you're just down on one knee relaxing because you know the more you strain, the more it's going to put stress on your shoulder and elbow. What is everybody else doing? Does anybody want to make an aggressive action? Actually, hold on. Before you guys get to that. So, as soon as this happens, the individual at the door, he just kind of puts his hands towards all of you with his palms up very slowly and removes his hood. And you see he's definitely human. He has a long kind of gray and white beard. He says, "Please, I mean you no harm. I only wish to talk."
I'm gonna not do anything. I'm just gonna stay still.
Locke, I saw what you were going to do. No need for hostility.
He startled me. I didn't have my Senka this morning.
You didn't ask. I'll release him.
Okay. What's everybody else doing now?
Are we still in initiative order?
I want to ask. Okay. I'm gonna ask him a question. Ask him his name. I'll ask him his name. Did anyone hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. He says, I am known simply as the Yellow King.
What the fuck? Is this dude really?
What might I ask are your names?
That's cheesy.
The King in Yellow?
I'm Lathay.
I'm Gwydion.
I'm gonna remain silent.
Not Lathander. Ilmater.
Indeed. What brings you all to the dream world?
We're looking for Count Laus.
Ah, yes.
Do you know this Count Laus?
I have spoken with him, yes.
Where is he gone now?
And what dealings did you have with Laos?
What is Laos's favorite color?
He just kind of looks about the group and he says, I have a lot of questions. Maybe you sit for a moment and I can tell you what I know. And maybe a little about myself to help you understand where you are, what is happening.
We know where we're at. We're in the dream realm.
That is a part of it, yes.
I'll plop down the stool I had and sit down.
Okay.
Seems like I came prepared.
Alright, he kind of smiles a little.
Regale us, Yellow King.
Yes, indeed, I shall. See, I was deconstructed from a greater whole. But the process can be reversed with all of you. You are already deconstructed.
What do you mean deconstructed?
Your memories. Your memories have been taken from you, have they not?
I believe only Locke and
No, me too.
Bighorn
Lathay was there.
and Lathay as well. Their memories are taken.
Yep.
Why not? I found them, and they found a need for me as a companion, and I them.
I don't even want my memories back. You can keep them.
And what of the rest of you that have lost your memories? And he immediately locks eyes on you, Lathay, and Bighorn.
I continuously search for ways of redeeming the memories. However, the powers of a psychic only go so far. So yes, at one point I do wish to find my memories.
Bighorn just remains silent.
Okay. He stares at you for a moment, Bighorn, before realizing you're not going to speak as well. Much like you, I also cannot recall all of the steps from when I met Count Laos. Laos spoke with an ominous yet precarious being or prophet known as the Mad Poet. Mad Poet is a vicious individual, I assure you. Has unimaginable power here. In the Dreamlands, he is very fickle. Approaching him without the proper collection of gifts provokes his ire. Worse, he may have nothing to do with you. Laos has learned some of the truths from the Mad Poet.
Are you the Mad Poet?
I am not. I can tell you that some of these truths are mind-shattering. This is how I came to be here in this realm. I deem it serendipitous that I do not know what these truths are.
Wait, so are
Gifts
you?
from the Mad Poet are scattered throughout these dreamlands, however. They are rare, esoteric, never easily gained. Howells identified 6 or 7 of these gifts. Means he has taken the memory from 6 or 7 individuals. I recall writing them down on a flyleaf. I do not know where it is any longer. Howells painstakingly scoured my tomes to research each gift. He learned where they were in the dreamlands, learned their locations, took them from me. I ask if maybe you could all do likewise. It would help me restore some of my memories, some of your own. What say you?
I'm gonna need like 200 gold.
Who were you deconstructed from, and how did we even end up here? I didn't think we had completed the ritual. I'll look over at Bighorn, kind of confused.
I'm gonna grab him by the shoulder and say, I need like 200 gold.
Yeah, 350.
Just like, this is all new to me.
I'm gonna need 350.
You're grabbing the Gold King and saying that?
Yeah, yeah.
He just kind of stares at you and he says, I do not have this money that you speak of, and anything I were to give you in the dream world, aside from those that affect your mental state, would not be carried with you back to the physical realm.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna laugh hella hard in his face and say, my mental is far further than you could ever think, and I'm just gonna walk away.
If it'll help us find out where Laos is, I don't see why not.
Good. Then I have another proposition. Scour these dreamlands, find gifts suitable for the Mad Poet, and I will personally escort you to him.
Wait, you said you were deconstructed from whom?
I assume Laos, but my memory no longer intact.
Interesting. So you are a fragment of Lao's memory here in the Dreamlands?
I do not have an answer for you. The fact that I still recall where the Mad Poet resides is odd enough. I assume that might be a memory that not even Lao's gifts could rob me of.
I'm gonna look over at the paladin and say, you should have let me kill them.
I can assure you I cannot be killed here.
What happens if we do die here?
I would assume that your physical minds would undergo great stress. Probably be broken. I would recommend against it.
I'm pretty sure we would die.
Not likely.
Well, let's not find out.
Things that happen to you in the dream world do not affect your physical state. But again, things that you bring back knowledge-wise from the dream world will carry over. Even severe pain can linger for a time.
So these gifts, did your benefactor, did he, you said he brought them? to the Mad Poet?
He did.
We are to do the same.
You wish to know what Laos was up to and reinstate your memories and hopefully mine own.
Well, Laos is up to no good, and retracing his steps, I'm sure would benefit all of us.
Isn't the Mad Poet like extremely dangerous?
That
The what?
he is. I will not lie. Your gifts are not suitable. The Mad Poet likely do great harm to you.
Well, we have to ensure ensure we have these gifts then.
This is
Surely
what-
they can't be too difficult to retrieve.
Famous last words.
I know not much of this Laos, other than his name. I can say that he was able to accomplish these tasks on his own. With the lot of you, it shouldn't be that difficult, I would imagine.
Let's go. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's get into these dreamlands.
They will meet my sword. Let's go.
So do you have a list of things for us to get?
I do not.
Fetch quests.
Only the Mad Poet knows what he would want.
Let's just find some pretties.
I
Some
would
hoes?
say
Is there anything?
you are likely to know what you need when you find it.
The head of this man,
What
for
kind of
one.
things does he like, what did Laos give him?
I
So they're
don't
like
remember.
We have to talk to the Mad
legendary
Poet first.
treasures or some shit.
Right? Is that what we're supposed to do? We have to talk to the Mad Poet to find out
No,
what gifts
you
he
will
gave
need
him.
to find the items before I take you to the Mad Poet.
Oh,
you
so
find the items you believe are suitable. Come talk to me. I will take you to him to present your gifts.
Oh, you
All
know
right.
what?
And
You
you
A Mad
probably-
Poet would
it's-
want
It's the books. It's the books.
a Mad Poet would want a blueberry shortcake, and
Gotta-
they would want some pumpkin snickerdoodles,
No.
and
We gotta go look through the books that we
A
got.
butterfly
Laos,
knife.
Laos library, and
A nice chai latte.
I'm
Yes.
sure it gotta be.
the Mad Poet is a normal human being that just wants some nice
Gideon,
treats.
you need to remember we can't go to the real world for this. We can only bring items that are from this world.
I mean, is there? I'll look at the king in yellow and ask if there's a way for us to get back to get out of the Dreamlands.
I'm gonna pull a pumpkin chai latte from behind me and
Stop.
say,
I'm gonna mute you in a second. He says, the way you came in is usually the way you go out.
We approached this outpost from a beach. Are we to walk across the desert back to the beach then?
One would presume that could be a way.
Interesting. We still do have all those books and all that shit from that library and that bookstore, right?
Yeah, where did you
That we
store
were
your
kinda reading
books? Did you just
The-
leave them on the boat, or?
They were on the boat, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we need to study more. Because Laws used those books to research and study to get to this point, so I imagine there's some hints or some shit in there.
Or we can travel the dream world.
Just fucking wander until we end up someplace. I mean,
Well, I mean, even Laos doesn't have the gifts.
Oh, sorry,
I'm
found
down to
it.
try it. I don't know how time passes through the Dreamlands versus our physical bodies, so I don't know.
Well, let's ask the Yellow King. Do you know how if the time difference of here between here and the real world?
I am not from the world that you consider real, so I cannot answer that question.
The material plane. This is fucking tight, man.
how does your time pass here?
As time passes, so do we age.
He doesn't
Is it like
know.
minutes and hours, or is it just time?
God damn it. Lethay, I'm not opposed to walking, and just, I don't know, would we just stumble upon a different realm of the Dreamlands? How does one traverse the Dreamlands and enter another dreamscape? Is that what they're called? That sounds like it makes sense.
That's not how it works. We're in a realm of dreams, so pretty much anything can happen here.
Yeah, she used to be a dwarf.
Yep. That was a ruse.
What do you mean? You've been Lethe the whole time?
That's correct.
I'm gonna start giving bonus experience for anyone who just suspends their disbelief on this. Those of you that fight it are gonna start incurring experience point penalties.
What do you propose, Lethe? And any advice from you, King, would be
I wish I could
appreciated.
help you more than I already have. Unfortunately, Laos is very meticulous in deconstructing.
Do you know these lands well? Do you know if there's any other town we can travel towards?
I feel as though there was a time when I must have known these lands very well. But now
You only know this outpost?
I know this outpost and the way to the Mad Poet. He will not speak to me.
How about you tell us the direction of the Mad Poet, and we'll try to find the gifts along that way.
I can take you to the Mad Poet anytime you wish.
That sounds like we
warn you.
shouldn't do that.
Doing so could cause irreparable harm to your minds, or even worse, the Mad Poet simply ignores you.
Yeah, it sounds like he can only take us directly to the Mad Poet. He can't take us.
Why is it worse if he ignores us?
Well, you seek information from him. You will have but one chance. And the Mad Poet ignores you. And may not even exist anymore.
Well,
I'm sure Locke will kill him if he ignores us.
Whitting, can you take me outside?
Wait, what's wrong with your feet?
I wish to look outside in the desert.
It's important to understand that if you no longer exist in the dream world through death or other means, as I stated, your physical mind will be greatly injured.
Noted. Thank you, Yellow King. Do you have a name other than that, perhaps?
If I did, it is lost to me.
It is lost. It is lost to me.
Nice to meet you, lost to me.
Yes, it is very nice to meet you.
Sounds
Alright.
like some sort of bag that one would put on them.
Nobody calls me Yellow Biff.
Well, Lethe, I shall accompany you to outside of the outpost, but I propose returning to the boat and looking through Lao's books.
I don't think we can simply just leave, unfortunately.
Yeah, how do we get out of this?
He
We don't
just
know how
said-
we got in it.
He is closed this entire time. He said we just go back the way we came. We walk to the beach, and we're back at the boat.
He doesn't remember who he is. How are we going to believe him?
He's the king.
King of what?
The king of yellow.
He's the king of
Place
he's the
is
king
quite
of
yellow.
yellow.
Look around.
Let me just
There's
get
a lot of
outside
yellow.
and see what I can see, and maybe there might be something we could do.
It's all yellow.
Oh, our tokens are locked. FYI.
I'm locked.
I'll pick up the stool and pat Locke on the back as I walk down the stairs and say, "This old man's stronger than you thought, eh?"
I'm gonna try to stab him in the back.
I dodge out of the way.
All right. Nice story. That must have been Bighorn.
Nope.
All right, so you guys are heading back to the ship then?
No,
I
we're just
dodge.
outside the outpost.
All right, you guys step outside the outpost. As soon as you leave the confines of the, this little complex, the heat starts bearing down on you, and it is sweltering I need everybody to make, if you have endurance, you can roll that. If not, you need to make a constitution check.
What if I just say to myself, this is just a dream, the heat is not real?
It doesn't seem to work.
Oh, fucking really.
Damn it.
If you fail your endurance check, you still get your constitution check.
I'll give you guys some water.
If you fail your constitution check,
Oh, con.
you
Jesus.
you drop to your knees and you are not able to walk on your own.
Well, I can walk on my own, but just barely. God damn.
Yeah, so Morin and Gwydion, the two of you, as soon as you step out into the heat, you just fucking go down. Your skin is clammy. You're not even sweating anymore. All of you see their eyes kind of rolling around in their heads.
This accursed heat, this dream heat.
You try to speak, and it feels as though your throat is full of sand.
Can I pick up more? Can I pick up Morin and carry him?
Yes,
Can I pour some water down Gwydion's throat?
you may try.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
What do I got to roll to pick up
Nothing.
Morin?
You are
Okay.
strong enough to carry Morin.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah, 99 pounds. I think you'd be good.
I got you, baby.
Strength checks are
99
only
pounds
required
and
in
more
like
one.
the heat of combat and stuff.
All right,
Otherwise, it's just your weight allowance.
sweet.
All right, so you pour some water down Gwydion's throat. Is that what you said?
Yeah, from the decanter.
Doesn't seem to be helping. He looks as though he's suffering from a heat stroke.
All right, guys, can someone get him? I can't.
I dragged Woody in.
Okay. You just grab him.
You drag him? Yeah.
Grab him by
I'm
the
not
ankle.
Haters
gonna
gonna hate, dude.
That's gonna fucking hurt.
Haters gonna hate.
How rude. After all those heals I've given you.
Yeah. So you guys,
Lay on hands, D's.
you guys make your way back to the boat. And do I have Eurellis and Snowball present? And to memorize your names. We got Loth and
Dend.
Dend. Like you're both here? Alright.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
So the two of you have been wandering these plains for about 10 days, almost a month. And you were working for someone by the name of Count Louts. Last thing you remember was coming into the city of Sentil Keep, and he had sent you out on some errands. And then he just took off. You spoke with one of his liaisons shortly thereafter, and they had asked you to get on a ship that Laos had booked you passage on. When you entered the ship, you found that it was full of gibbering, crazy people. And after about 10 days on this ship, you notice strange things. There seemed to be this kind of perpetual yellow fog on the ship that would not go away. And the people started getting crazier and crazier. After several days, strange transformations started happening with the individuals on the ship. Many of them started turning into ghouls and other frightful creatures, some more horrific than others. After about 20 days on the ship, you managed to gain access to the tiller and take control of it yourselves. Loth, you had stood your ground with your panther, Panty, fighting off hordes of these, what you assume were ghouls. While Den, or excuse me, I'm sorry, that was Den that was doing that. And Loth, you had been working the tiller, and you driven this ship right into land, fortunately. Immediately thereafter, you exited the ship, as it kind of disappeared into this yellow fog. You wandered around in this yellow fog for about 10 days. Not really sure where you were. You would see strange shapes from time to time, hear strange sounds. But nothing ever really came after you. And on this final day, you emerge from the yellow fog, not really remembering too much about yourselves other than what I've just told you. You barely remember your names. You don't even remember how the two of you met each other, or why you even started working for Count Laos in the first place. But you find yourself face to face with a ship that's also beached. At first you think it's the ship that you just left, but it's substantially different. This one's quite a bit smaller. It only has one mast. And there did not seem to be anybody moving on the ship. What would the two of you like to do?
Dan's going to look at Louth and go, I don't think that's the same one. Might be, but I don't think so. I think it's smaller.
Definitely not the same one, nope.
Okay. So, that's good.
I think we should count it out, Mr. Dent.
Just Den.
Right.
Yeah, I think we should probably see if there's crazy things on that boat too, but be cautious about it. Oh, look! Sand!
Well, the best thing we can do is probably use that boat to get back to where we came from. Unfortunately, I'm not well learned in navigating boats, so we've been...
Well, you did such a great job last time. I mean, you hit the land perfect.
I don't know. Okay.
Or were you trying not to hit the land? Dan just scratching his bright red hair.
Is peculiarly correct, sir. But let's go check out this boat. Maybe there's some people on it. Maybe there's a way we can use it. It's got to be better than the boat filled with the maddening people, which I believe was from the yellow fog.
Okay.
Do you want to...
And is going to walk around the boat looking for an obvious, like, rope ladder or something that you can scale to get onto the boat.
You find one. It's already been loaded.
Ha! Luck is on our side. I shall climb first.
I'll stay down here. You tell me when the coast is clear.
Coast? Yeah, we're on the coast.
Right.
Continues to climb up the ladder.
Okay. You get on top of the boat, and the first thing you see when you get up there, Den, is a plethora of individuals. There must be about 15 or so, and they all seem to be passed out on the deck. There's a rather good-looking woman with long blonde hair, and she's kind of slumped over the tiller.
Okay.
The oddest thing about all of it is that many of them are... It doesn't look like they laid down of their own accord. They're in weird positions, like it almost looks as though they were engaged in activities, more than likely, and just kind of collapsed wherever they were at.
I'm going to lean backwards without falling over the edge of the boat and go, I think they're sleeping, but loud enough that I could wake everybody.
Okay. You do that, and none of them stir.
Never mind. I'll go up the ladder and see. I'll start going up the ladder myself.
He's then going to look down and go, ooh, there's Panty. Hey, Pants, come on up here.
Alright, Panty leaps onto the side of the hull, ripping it with her claws, and then climbs, I assume a female?
Female, yes.
Okay, and then climbs up the rest of the way. immediately jumping onto the deck, walks over to this small halfling woman with a large tricorn laying down next to her and sniffs the halfling. Just kind of casually walks around.
Jen's gonna look at Panty and go, "Halflings are friends, not food." And then go, "Oh look, girl with yellow hair," and walk over and poke her at the tiller,
Right.
like physically poke her.
Yeah, she kind of slumps a little bit and then collapses the rest of the way to the ground, still asleep.
I'll take in
And
the,
gonna look around like nervously.
What was that, Loth?
I'll take a look at the whole situation here and see if I can deduce what might have happened. I guess this looks like they just were doing stuff and then it's passed out and the boat went astray or something.
Possibly. Why don't you make a wisdom? Actually, make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Yep, it looks as though they were definitely engaged in just random like ship activities, and then they all kind of just laid down. You see that the what do you call it? The doorway that goes into the hold is open, and there is somebody like on the underside of the door, like they were opening it to probably go downstairs and then collapsed and the door fell on top of them.
I'm gonna go down in that area, check and look around.
Okay. You walk down into the hold. You see much of the same. There are several individuals down here that are sleeping. One, though, in particular, is an odd one. You see this large minotaur. He's perched in the back side of the hold, sitting cross-legged, upright, with his hands down on his knees. He's kind of swaying back and forth. His eyes are wide open, but there's no pupils, just white. He's muttering something, but you can't really catch what it is from where you are.
I'm gonna go close and take a listen to the mother and see if I can understand its language or anything.
Okay, go ahead and make a wisdom check.
We're calling about your car's advanced warranty.
Something about the IRS. Can't really make out the words too well, but it sounds like a chant of some sort. And then after a few more moments of reflection, you realize some sort of spell.
I think I'm gonna find the source to all the sleeping. I'll call out to Den.
Den goes and looks, like he goes to the edge of the stairs, then hangs himself over the side and looks down at Loth. So he's like, his head is in, but his feet and hands are still outside the deck. What do you mean?
Well, there's a animal man of some sort in here, and he's chanting away in a trance, probably doing some kind of spell. The problem is, I don't want to break the spell because I don't know if he's protecting these people or if he's causing them to sleep.
So at the mention of animal, Den just loses everything and falls right into the hold of the ship, and then scrambles over and goes, "That's not an animal."
Looks pretty animal to me. I've messed with a lot of cows before, in the agricultural way, by the way, and he's looking like a cow and a man.
Does Den remember what a minotaur is? Does he?
Make an intelligence check.
Ooh,
I
yeah!
don't know if you would know
Baby,
what
here
that
it
is or not.
comes.
It's not good. Yes, you do know what a minotaur is.
While it looks like a cow, it doesn't moo like a cow. It's a minotaur.
Oh, a minotaur, yeah. So it'll beat our asses like a cow and a barbarian. Gotcha. I'm I say
Rob.
we need to check these people to see how long they've been out. They could be dehydrating or dying right here on the spot from this magical sleep, possibly. And we should probably take care of them.
I have an idea. I'm gonna start looking around for rope inside the hold.
Okay. You easily find some rope.
Okay. I then take the rope and I tie up the Minotaur.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. Bighorn, I need you to make a wisdom check.
Okay.
All right. Your group is walking back towards the ship. And you see the fog, and you're all kind of standing around looking at the fog, considering the fact that you're going to have to go through it again. And then you feel this kind of twinge in the back of your neck, right at the base of your spinal column. And it kind of forces you to turn around. And as you do so, you see what can only be described as a window. This long, almost like one of those big oval mirrors. And on the other side, you see kind of a reflected image, as though you're looking through kind of like rippling water. And you see yourself. You also see someone right next to you with a rope, though their silhouette is kind of hazy. But they look like they're touching you, and every time they touch you, you feel little stinging sensations on your body. What would you like to do?
Okay. So that means we're all out. Back in the real world. So I relay that information to everybody. Let them know what I see and that we need to get back and wake the fuck up because there's some jackasses on the boat.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Also, every time he touches you through the mirror, the ripples on the water, like, they get, more ripply, for lack of a better term, like somebody who's actually touching water. It goes, and then the images get real shaky, and you feel more like kind of stinging sensations.
Smash the water.
Are we at the boat?
No, you're on the shore.
Okay.
Am I still having a heat stroke?
You are.
Damn it.
Where's our boat?
Splash some water on there.
It's somewhere through the yellow mist.
No,
We need to get in the boat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're at the shoreline, but there's this yellow fog that is encompassing all of the shoreline.
Oh, you're talking about the dinghy boat.
Yeah, you don't see it.
Oh, okay, I guess we're swimming then. Do we still see that window?
I don't think I can swim.
The only one that sees the window is Bighorn. He's talking about it. The rest of you don't see shit.
I'm gonna go into the water and through the fog and towards the fog then.
Okay.
I'm gonna trust whatever Bighorn does.
Swim with freaking this guy.
Okay.
I don't even know if I can swim.
You turn around, Bighorn, and as you do so, that mirror is right in front of you again.
Alright,
Touch it!
yeah, I'm gonna try reaching through it.
Alright. You reach through. Then you're coming down with this rope, and you're just starting to put it around this big minotaur, and then suddenly you feel your throat getting squeezed by his massive hand as his eyes just immediately snap open and he has your throat gripped in his fucking massive banana hands. And with that, we're going to take a 10-minute break.
Banana hands?
Banana hands! See you all back in 10 minutes. And somebody logs off.
Who?
I don't know, we lost somebody for a second.
Wrong button.
Oh, wrong button.
Okay,
Let's do this. All right.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
So
It sounds like I'm about to.
I resist.
all of you start coming to. It takes you a moment to kind of realize that you're awake, or are you? But you find yourselves on the deck of the ship. You don't remember walking into the fog. But you don't feel the sweltering heat anymore. You don't see the fog. You see the night sky overhead. And
Nope.
you see...
Am I still holding Morin?
I'm going to get to that. So, those of you that were on the deck, you're just kind of coming to. Lethay, you find yourself in front of the tiller. You don't remember how the hell you got here, but you're there nonetheless. Locke, no, you are just leaned up against some sort of crate. Gwydion, you are on the ground, and there's a fucking door on top of you.
There's a door on top of me?
Yeah, like a fucking, some sort of maybe a cellar door or some such.
Maybe you thought it was Senka.
Hatch.
I
Yeah.
open the hatch.
Alright, you push the hatch door off of you. Bighorn, you're staring right at this very red-headed individual as you're grabbing his throat. You hear the hatch door slam shut overhead, and then out of the corner of your eye, you see a very large black panther looking at you. It's crouched low, and it's snarling slightly, looking at you.
And you hear from the guy you're holding, "Hi, my name's Dan." As he kind of waves a hand and wiggles his fingers at you.
He's casting a spell. Kill him.
Bring my hammer down on his head.
Lock! Kill him!
What'd you say,
No,
Bighorn?
I kill him. No. I look at the panther and snarl at it and slowly set down Den
Okay.
since she's surrendering and, not resisting ish. And I'll set him down, but I'll keep my hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
I'll stop choking him.
I'll
right.
mosey on over with my hands in the surrender position in a sense. Hello there. Thanks for letting him go. Can you understand me?
Who the fuck are you two? And how'd you get on this ship?
I'm gonna draw my sword.
You're on the deck.
I give him a very quick rundown of on a crazy ship, went on a beach. From a beach, we found a boat. We walked on a boat. You're all here, and you were casting a spell, so I decided I'd tie you up. Spell ended as soon as I started tying you up. Ta-da!
Okay.
He's right. That is it. That is it in a nutshell. Yep.
Let's head upstairs and see if this fog's gone and see if we're out of the dream realm. Alright, you two in front of me and head up to the deck.
All right. I guess he's not the talking type. I'll look around and see if the other people are stirring.
Yeah, there
They're
are other individuals down here. They don't really seem to be paying any attention to you. They're kind of rubbing their heads, coming out of their sleepy stupors.
I'm looking for the party and Skywin.
Okay.
Kind of bringing these two up and making and seeing again if the fog's gone and if we're actually out of the dreaming room.
Okay. Dent and Loth, do you head upstairs in front of Bighorn, or are you just hanging out down here?
Yeah, I call Panty, and Panty basically snakes between my legs the entire way up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be pushing him up the stairs. Let's we need to get a position of escape.
Gwydion, you're kind of standing up. You see this panther kind of between the legs of this. Are you tall? How tall are you, Den?
I am short.
All right.
I'm 5'4". I'm
Oh, you are
bright
short.
red head, bright, thick red beard and freckles. Skinny little motherfucker.
That brings us to a good point. Why don't we do that? So we've gotten your description. Loth, what do you look like?
I'm about a 6'5" human in chainmail with a crudely designed a symbol of a eyeball with a triangle-shaped pupil in it on my chest, and a metal staff, sling staff. Short black hair. I'm definitely a bit slow, and from the sound of it, I also sound a bit slow.
Gwydion, since you're the first one, what do you look like?
Gwydion's the ripe old age of 48, about 5'9", 240, wearing plate mail, a shield on his back, an array of weaponry, but it seems that he's got a trusty longsword at his side, short, cropped black hair that's peppered white, mustache and short beard also. He's got a clasp of the symbol of Ilmater, which is closed hands wrapped with red twine, and that holds a cloak and some of his armor together. Yeah, that's about it.
His breath smells like Senka.
You see
decaffeinated coffee.
Yeah, you all see several other individuals kind of walking over. Your group all see Bighorn coming up from the hold with two individuals that were just mentioned. So let's start with Lethay. What do you look like?
She's just a blonde-headed, blonde hair, white. She looks like like an elf without the ears. Slender, wearing this interesting colored robe. Probably, I think it was purple. It sparkles in the wind, in the light. It looks like bunch of shooting stars.
Yeah, the robe kind of looks like those cars that you see driving around. That when the light hits them, they change different shades of purple and red and green.
No, purple color.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she looks like she got a big brain with a small head.
What?
There you go. Andre.
That would be.
She has a stone that floats around her head.
Oh right, yeah. And then Locke, what do you look like?
Locke is your traditional 6'4" Spartan soldier. Doesn't know any different. Abs painted on. He prefers to paint them on than actually work on them. He's a little wishy-washy from time to time. You can't tell where he's coming from, but he's got a bastard sword he specializes in. He's got a spear, a couple bows. He's gonna do work.
Just the usual. All right, Morin, what do you look like?
Is high elf, and 5'5", just under 100 pounds, wearing mithril chainmail, carrying a long sword, which he spends a lot of inordinate amount of time with, and got no sleeves on the armor, blonde hair, spiky, and looks at these more people here and just kind of shaking his head as more humans. Great, just what we need.
His sword is purple, dude. He has a purple sword. It's purple.
Rounding out the group, Bighorn, what do you look like? Aside from the obvious.
So Bighorn is obviously a minotaur, but
I thought it was a cow.
He stands at a whopping 8'2", just fucking massive. He is currently wearing, I think, plate mail or something, or breastplate, some shit like that. He's got two separate hammers on his person, one big two-handed stone maul, and then I don't know if is the other one a two-handed or is it just a straight
they're
up?
both two. You have a standard stone one, and then the other one is this you have no idea what it's made out of, some sort of metal, you think.
Yeah, but it's got all sorts of runes and shit on it. One's clearly more intricate than the other. He's got, for his looks, he's got, like a dusky reddish brown coat. Big, one big, like, Texas Longhorn horn, and then the other one is, like, you can see it's been broken off, and it's kind of ragged at the end. So just one big boy, and then, like, broken one. And yeah, big beefy boy.
Outstanding. You also all see, kind of leaning up against the edge of the ship, with her elbows kind of resting on the railing, a very dark-skinned elf. She has kind of black hair, which is not very common of drow. It's obvious that she has drow lineage, and she just has one, like, kind of stripe of white that goes back that also kind of alludes to the fact that she's at least half drow. Which all of her clothing is just the pitchiest of black. She doesn't appear to have any weapons on her, and she's just kind of looking over the whole scene kind of nonchalantly. And then you also see this small halfling comes riding over as she has this big tricorn on her head and a here at her side. I think I actually have, if I remember correctly, I have a photo of her. Got bright red hair, piercing blue eyes.
Gorgeous, Morin.
Yeah, little freckles kind of dotting her face. Says, "By the gods, who are these assholes?" And she just strides over.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, cast them back in the sea where Umberlead brought them from. They don't need to be on this ship. We got enough passengers as it is.
Are we out of the yellow fog, though?
Yeah, you don't see any yellow fog at all.
And Skywind doesn't seem to
Violence.
Why is she so spicy?
The redhead.
Den's a redhead, but you're gonna find no spice there.
Yeah. She then looks. She says, "Wait a second. Where is the yellow fog? Who the hell did you guys bring that yellow fog?" And she draws her rapier. She says, "Answer me now, or I will skewer your nuts."
The yellow fog. Well,
Speaking the yellow fog. Yep.
the yellow fog is no more. The yellow fog came around because
The funny thing about yellow fog,
the
it's
yellow
what I
fog.
call my nuts.
I'm pretty sure. Shut up. The reason why the yellow fog came around, I'm pretty sure, was because we were entering the dream world.
What the hell are you talking about, Dream World?
We were all passed out. And we were in the dream world.
That's bullshit. I slipped and fell and woke up, and these assholes are coming.
You know,
out of the hole.
Skywing. Just because you're not an adventurer doesn't mean you know everything.
She just scowls at you. Give me a charisma check.
All right. Oh, she's gonna definitely punch me, but yep.
I may not know everything, but I know more than you.
All right, then what was that yellow fog then?
She just like really purses her lips and stares at you. She says, "You know what? I don't have time for this." She looks over at you, Gwydion. She says, "This is your shit show. You deal with them. I need to get the ship off land. You, Eric, Mike, John, get down there, get this ship off this sandbar, and let's get going."
My shit show? I didn't realize that.
Actually, I thought Warren was the party leader.
So did I.
They take no responsibility for this group of humans.
Hey, Gwydion, where's those books? I need to go hit them.
Hold on, there's a bit. I think these two new people are a bit more pressing.
No, I'm pretty sure they didn't kill us. Let's just they're new people. Who'd you work for? I mean, not who'd you work for. Who are you from?
Where are you from and who do you work for? I think he's
There you go.
trying to
Who
say.
is your daddy and what does he do?
What is your name?
Who am I from and where do I work for?
Hold on, come
We're
here.
commissioning to do some work for Mr. Count Laos, and
Remember, you don't remember that?
ship full of crazy people.
They do remember that much.
Oh,
And
Count
then
Laos.
transformed into monsters, and then we ran away from the ship when it ran aground and wandered
How
around.
long ago was that? You worked for Lowell's?
It's like a month
like
ago?
A commission gig, I think. We're not sure because we can't really remember much.
Zaddy said they are obviously agents of Laos. That they are foolish enough to just bring his name up like this. Kill them, throw them overboard.
If they worked for Count Laos, we worked for Count Laos.
Did you guys kill kids too?
Sorry, what?
No, I don't really have much of a murdering bone in my body.
You wouldn't think you would. but
Actually,
working for Count Laos,
you
may
likely
have.
did murder people, and we all kind of did.
Not all of us.
Gwydion,
I point to Bighorn, I point to Lefay, and then I point to Locke and say, those three, they also worked for Lowell's. They were put under his spell whilst under his employ and did nefarious acts. And they seek redemption, and I'm here to help them find that redemption.
Yeah, I murdered a kid, and he's trying to kill me.
Oh boy.
Laos
So
does not
you're
want
not
us following him, so it
Hodgman
seems you're in the
or
same
anything.
boat. Literally.
No pun intended, Zaddy said.
Den's head is like literally bouncing back and forth between all the people talking, and he almost looks like he's about to fall over from losing his balance.
I'm gonna grab him by the shoulder and be like, "Let's go get a pint. Let's find one."
Find out.
I think
What?
I think the bull had some brandy in the bottom deck.
Got some Senka.
The bull did have some good brandy.
Yeah, that's my brandy. Ain't none of you touching it.
I find this as a very odd end to this council, but I guess we can get drunk for no reason.
No, I had some books.
The bull's already had a good grasp on me. He says don't touch it. I'm gonna not touch it.
Yeah, but me and the bull go back way far. I'm gonna be like, "Yo, let me just get a cup."
Nope.
Yeah, me and the bull go back about 2.5 minutes, and I still.
We murdered kids together. So
I'll murder you if you touch my brandy.
let me just get a cup of that brandy. Come on. All right.
You're not worthy of it. You do not understand its palate, its bouquet.
Oh,
I look at the one sane person that's hospitable in the group so far, Gwydion. Sir, did you guys run into any people chattering and mumbling randomness and then slowly turning into monsters or anything with the yellow fog?
Have you heard me talk?
No.
Actually, yes.
This-
And back in the asylum,
Oh yeah, that's right. We did. I forgot about that.
you weren't there.
Oh,
Gideon
I
wasn't
wasn't there.
there,
No, I am.
Yeah, we had this guy named Malakath, but he died. We don't really miss him.
Greedy son bitch.
I
We're
miss
kind
it.
of wandering randomly out in this desert plains area, so I don't know. Maybe can we possibly stay with you guys for a little bit and help you out in some way?
Well, we're trying to find Count Laos, so if you want to join in that.
Do you know how to spell
If you want
moon?
to join, how about
It's
you go have a drink with that man over there and let me go hit my books.
Actually, can you mind if I check out the books with you?
Tell me, can you spell
Sure.
moon?
Can I spell what?
Moon?
I can. M-U-N.
Negative.
Zazzy says,
Ammo.
I believe there's an E on the end of that.
And it starts with an L and goes loon. I'm
M-O-O-N.
trying to Skywind
Mm-hmm.
and let's see, where's my shit? There we go. How much would it be to let these two remain with us until we figure out some more about them?
Gwydion show. If you all are willing to accept responsibility for these two stowaways, then as long as they go with you when we hit port, I care not.
Yes, it
Den's
seems-
gonna put up his hands. I didn't stow away. I just got here.
That's horse shit. I would have saw you.
You are all
There's
passed out.
Okay,
unseen magics afoot.
I'm gonna point to wherever I remember that
Plainer.
halfling sleeping and go, "You were right here, unconscious when I got here. I poked her, and then I went
literally
downstairs."
fell for half a second. I would remember. There's no way you would have snuck past me in such a short amount of time.
Well,
If I-
actually, there's the herbalist book of medicine say that when people are knocked out, they
I was
lose track
not
of
knocked
time
out
when
by
they wake
gods.
If I have to vouch for them, I want to duel them first.
There will be no dueling on such a small boat. How about you go drink with them and
You
handle
feel
your...
the ship starting to grind away from the sandbar. He says, "Fucking finally, get up here. Let's go."
Still want to duel.
Mike, John, and whoever the fuck else I said, I think Joe, they scramble up onto the deck.
Such a white names.
Oh, are these the
Gwydion, where are those books? I need to know.
They're below deck.
Where?
Follow
Oh,
me.
deck.
There's a shitload of them. I imagine they're not
Oh.
like concealed, laid out all over the place.
There's a clear area where
Um,
we were all studying before this happened.
Yeah,
Alright.
your character will definitely know where they are.
Moth. You said your name, right?
What was that?
We're trying to search for gifts for somebody named the Mad Poet. They're somewhere in these books, and we need to find them in the dream world. I need you to help me look.
That was quite a mouthful, but sure. I
Just
can scour through some books very quickly.
so just put asterisks around certain things and just use something we call Google. I'm joking.
Maybe a mad poet would like poetry. I do remember the poet of being lost.
I don't what.
What? Wait,
What is this poet? What is this poem? Poet? Do you speak of?
Oh, I can't really remember the name of the person that did the poet, but I do remember a poem.
If you wish, I can create a place for us to study. If you wish, within my mind.
What?
Yeah, this new spell I got.
I'm like, what?
I have been expanding. I've been working on expanding my mind as of recent, and I believe I've created enough space for my own creation.
Interesting. Something with planes, I believe.
Now he says, "What in the shit are you talking about?"
Something that is declassified.
Declassified.
You don't get paid enough for my level.
Well, if it's declassified, then everyone should know
Oh,
it.
I think he was meaning, yeah, I think he means classified. Yes.
I see. Well, I think I'm going to get drunk. You are all hurting my head.
Den's gonna walk over to the bull, very cautiously poke the one big horn and go, "What happened to the other one?"
You're muted, by the way. Bighorn, if you must have stepped away, of course.
He's probably ripping a bong right
Probably, yeah.
now. That's what I imagine.
I don't rip bombs.
Oh.
K.O.
He is back.
I've been here.
Oh, okay. Alright. Continue.
Was somebody talking to me?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
here with somebody talking to me.
Den walked up to the big bull, poked his
I've
one
been-
horn, and said,
I've
"What
been
happened
here."
to the other one?"
I cannot remember.
Huh. Right, he's gonna walk around like entirely too close to the bull and look at the other horn and goes, "Oh, I think he broke it."
No, I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna say that was me.
Oh,
We've known each other for a long time.
he did not break it.
You don't know if I did or not.
I know you did not. I don't know how it happened, but I know you did not.
I'll roll a strength check right now.
Check for that.
You're doing chin-ups on it, and it broke.
You can't even remember what happened, man. You don't know.
So you don't remember things like I don't remember things.
We're like Robin Big. Like, people, let me tell you about my best friend. It's me and Bighorn.
Not even close.
All right. So this small talk and such continues on for a while into the night. It's already pretty late. A lot of you are very tired, with the exception of Bighorn. You feel as though you have rested for quite some time.
Yeah, but I still want a long rest because I need to level up my
Right.
barbarian. Goddammit!
All right. So those of you that are new to 2E,
All right, there you go.
if you click on your character sheet, you go to your main tab, and where it says your class, click on the gear. You should see a green check mark next to your total experience that says apply. You want to click that.
You like to do it.
No, not the plus sign, just the green check mark. That will apply whatever experience I have doled out to you.
Any feature?
Excuse
I don't think
me,
he has done it yet.
No, he's good. So who has leveled? Bighorn, you said you had?
Yeah, time to level the barbarian.
Alright, let me handle that real fast.
I think I should get some new skills, hopefully.
I'm going to clear the chat log, so be forewarned. Barbarian is leveling up to level 8. 5. Boom. Yes. And what I just realized, I owe you a shitload of.
Me?
I didn't know you could just owe somebody hit
Oh
points.
no, I've been giving them to you. Never mind. We're good.
Have you?
Yeah.
I think I'm owed them because
No.
I think I'm totally owed
Oh,
them.
you know what? That's 6.
Ye-
Oh, that's 6.
Me
is for
too.
your first level. No, you don't get any extra in here. So you are level 8 in Barbarian.
Yes.
You do get some more. There you go. Okay.
Woo, there you go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. All right. Did anybody
Anything
else
else?
level?
Anything else?
I'm
fancy,
so
I
close.
You're so close. Nope, that's it.
guess? No proficient?
Those of you that proficiencies, I don't know. Check your skills tab. Did you get anything?
Would it just automatically do it when
Yeah,
level up happens?
Yeah, as long as
Yeah.
you've been keeping up on your used
Yeah.
tallies.
Nothing. I'm still at 7 and 11.
All right, then you're good. Check
Ew.
Zazzy real fast. Why is she not opening up? Annoying. Already. He will not level. That fucking drow experience penalty is rough. Never gonna level. Okay. One thing I want to get to administratively. So, both excuse me, not Lethe. What are your names? Dend and Loth. You do me a favor. I think it's under menus to get to your party sheet.
Yep.
All right. So open the party sheet and go to where it says order, the order tab. And I need you to do me a couple favors. First, I want you to tell me what your watch order would be. So right now we got, actually let's say it's number 2. So which one of you wants number 7?
That'll be Den.
Then you'll take 7. Boss will be 8. All right, so you see on the right hand side there's the little grid squares. Can you guys move yourselves? There you go. So just move your token wherever you would want to be, like in a marching order.
Which is the front? Which is the back? Is the front the
See
top?
see the arrow at the top there? That's the front. Okay, there you go. Thank you very much.
Be over
Luthe,
there.
do you want to move yourself? Because before you were a frontliner and probably not so much now.
The
Yeah,
Panther's
one
going to be
moment.
right behind Den.
Okay.
I can't move the Panther.
Then nuts.
You gonna stay there, Luthe?
No, I'm switching 1 second.
This is one of the best features they added.
Yeah,
It's so nice.
very sexy.
All right. Okay, everybody good? If anybody wants to make any additions to that, you literally do not have to wait for me. You can change them at any time. So as you enter dungeons and stuff, it might not be a terrible idea to kind of reassess where you want to be in a dungeon. Because when you go into a room, I'm going to drag that onto the map, and that's how you're going to be positioned.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
No more diagonal line of tokens.
Yeah, it's not the fucking diagonal line for forever now. And also just kind of, because we have a lot of players, what I'm going to start doing from now on is a very old school method for anybody who's ever played tabletop with a fucking piece of graph paper. You guys will have one token where I move you through the map, and then, you know, when an encounter happens, I will drop you onto the map. So you will be more or less in that position. I'll have to adjust it a little bit because of walls, or I'll just squeeze you in. The only caveat to that would be like if somebody wants to deviate from the party and go to.
Say, how are we going to split the party?
Yeah, I'm trying. So this will also help with that, obviously. And you guys kind of running off.
I doubt
This is his hint at saying never split the
No,
party.
You guys are more than welcome. I don't want to give the, I don't want to give the idea that I am not allowing you to split the party. You're just going to have to actually tell me specifically that you want to do that now.
That's our number one rule.
Yeah.
Always split up. Cover more ground.
It's just there's a lot of you, and I want to make sure that I can manage this without people running all over the map. All right. Which reminds me, I need.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
Maybe people won't die as much as well when you have to actually tell me you're splitting. All right. So the next day comes. Bighorn, you feel a little more knowledgeable. You just feel beefier on this day. Feels like that trip into the dreamland really. You still recall some of the experiences there. Your body does not ache. Did anybody get hurt? So all of your wounds that were sustained in the dream world are healed. All right. I also want to draw your guys' attention. So some of you that had healing spells before, I have made some adjustments to the healing spells. The cure spells specifically. I added some new cure spells as well. There's some mass cure spells. So you guys should be able to kind of deal with healing the whole party a little better now.
Would that go for me as well?
You are still a minor in healing, so you did gain a little better though. So you have access to cure serious wounds now, whereas before you only had cure moderate.
Yeah, I see that.
You need a major in healing to get any of the mass and cure critical.
Right.
So
Okay.
Dend and Lost both have access to some pretty potent curing magics.
Cool.
All right.
Fair warning, Dend is not a healer.
Having access and using them are different things.
That is accurate.
Exactly.
That is 100% accurate. All right. So it is a new day as you guys travel on. There's no end to like stupid ass activities you can do on the boat if you guys want to partake in like helping navigate or just swabbing the deck or what have you. I know some of you are interested in combing through the tomes. Who all is looking to do that?
Definitely my guy.
All right, so Loth. I know.
Oh, I am too.
Lethay, Bighorn still, I imagine.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
To do what?
Searching through the tomes for information.
Oh yeah, I'm helping with that too.
Okay.
And we got a lot of well-read people in this party.
Everyone who is researching the tomes, go ahead and make an intelligence check, and that can be out in the.
Den
the
will
paladin
not
of
be doing that.
intelligence
He will
ID.
be swabbing the decks because Panty has been puking all over because it's a boat. It's a cat.
Okay.
There's like water.
Lethay. Everybody's just picking random books and reading through them. Some of you, Loth, you're actually getting sleepy just reading through these things. This Laos, he writes like a fucking madman. He writes crazy ciphers, and you're pretty good at deciphering ciphers, no pun intended. But you find yourself like getting just exhausted. Maybe it's the lack of sleep and the fact that you've been dealing with so many crazies. But nonetheless, you doze off from time to time, doing the neck break move. Lethay, however, you really find it interesting on how this individual writes. You really just love the challenge. You find yourself picking up what he's putting down at quite a quick rate. And then you notice one of the books titled, I'm going to butcher this, the dichotomous translation of Akaio's syntax is very interesting. As you're looking through it, it seems to provide some strange researching developments that Laos had found while in the dream world. He alludes to these items as 7 dream quests. And they are as follows. We'll give them to you in character sheet. Dichotomous translations of Aklo syntax is what you're looking for.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that name?
Aklo's a language.
And do I know if these have to be obtained in the realm? Oh wait, because we can only... Okay, never mind, I answered my own question. Interesting. That's gonna...
Oh, you know what? Great addition to that, Whittian. Since you know Pathfinder better than I do, is Aklo is that an actual language in
It is.
Galorian? Okay, I did not know that. So, a very small hiccup in the conversion of this. So I'm actually going to change the name of that. It's not going to be Aklo. It is going to be Netherese. Probably should look up Aklo on Pathfinder and see what is like the closest. But now that's it. Oh, I see. Okay, you know what? No, and it's not Netherese. What do you speak? What languages?
Abyssal. Ancient languages.
Ooh.
I would assume it would be Abyssal.
All right. So before I let you commit to knowing what's in this, I need you to make an ancient languages check. It's not Aklo. Obviously, it's not Aklo. That's a pretty good roll. And it's not Netherese. It is going to be.
Darklands?
Well, yeah, Darklands is not a thing. So what it's going to be
Or
is
Dark.
it's basically
speech.
like what do they call it? The Unseelie. So it's the actual book title is the Dichotomous Translations of Unseelie Syntax. And it's Unseelie, though not abyssal, is not too far off, and you're able to kind of get the gist of some of it. And
So I'm pretty much just able to pick out the words that are presented to me right here.
that is correct, yeah.
Okay.
You're not able to like really decipher too much of what's going on here. You do know what Unseelie is, though. Unseelie are the Shadow Fae.
So not the Lethe, the Shathe. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so Lethe, eventually hours and hours pass by, and she closes the book, but keeps one finger on the page she was looking at. And she'll look up at the people that are likely tired or maybe even falling asleep. I have found what we are looking for. Where is Gwydion?
Sorry, I fell asleep during the reading.
Unfortunately, what I found is something that you guys wouldn't have been able to even comprehend, but I appreciate the assistance. However, the items are interesting. I don't know why these would be gifts. However, we're gonna need to go back into the dream realm to find these, because we can only have these items in the dream realm. I don't know how we're gonna find them. We need to solve the issue of heat exhaustion in the realm. Maybe once we go back, we can find a way to traverse to a specific area. Now that I have gotten my thoughts back, maybe I can have us travel next time so I can have more control. However, we need to find something called the Viscount Signet Ring, she states as she opens up the page again.
Can I skim the page and look over the information?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Actually,
Does my administration skill help with any of this?
It does. Hold on one second. Do you have... Alright, first make your administration check. And then I need you to make... Let's see, because you...
How is it administration?
That fails, so you don't get you don't get any help from that. But you are a fucking glyph scribe, so... Check something real quick. Describes dealing in a race with warding. Making sure you don't have anything crazy.
Memories.
Memories. So you are probably the best person to ask. Would a glyph scribe have anything to probably assist with this endeavor that you remember?
What? Sorry, I was toned out. What endeavor? Reading this stuff?
Reading these books, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's some, and then he's got the languages stuff. But I think, didn't he have something for? Let me see, for being able to identify glyphs and
they're very good
things
at
like that.
Glyph revealing. Let me look at that. So glyph revealing, special glyphs, relatives. So that's for.
Yeah, if there's any magical text, I have ways of finding that in this pile of books.
Yeah, there's no magical text, but I'll tell you what. Go ahead and make your intelligence check.
Okay.
You failed your administration check, which would have just given
studying
you a
the book.
bonus.
They just have a lot when it comes to finding them and being protected by them.
That's more than enough. All right. You definitely noticed that Lethe definitely identified the name of an item in stating the Viscount's signet ring. But what she failed to notice was that there are clues written throughout this book of various titles that could assist with actually finding where Count Laus was researching. So immediately you start pouring through this book using the Viscount's ring, and you find there are several titles that need to be looked through in order to find out whatever Laus had learned about the Viscount's ring. One of the titles is called The Elements Through the Spirals of Time. Another one is called Spiders of Sin and Sky. And the last book is The Theological Agreement of the Kingdom.
Spiders of Sin in Sky.
There will be a test. You need to write all these. So
Yeah, I'm trying. What's the last one?
the 3 books that need to be researched are The Elements Through the Spirals of Time, Spiders of Sin and Sky, and Theological Agreements of the Kingdom.
Okay. I'm gonna like that last book. That's what my character would like. All right, I'm gonna relay that to them. That we need to find books of those 3 titles. Would any of my ancient history of Astral help with this at all? If we're talking dream worlds.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an ancient history astral check. There's something specific you're trying to glean about the dream worlds?
About learning how to land in specific spots or avoid the heat waves. So I was wondering if I could think of any way of controlling the environment as we enter it.
You know that there is no way to control the environment. However, you have heard of instances where certain gifted individuals are able to traverse and return from the dream world. And they tend to be able to keep the knowledge that they gain when they enter the dream world. And in some cases, there have been instances where they have been able to manipulate the dream world that they have entered into. There's been no proof of this, and many of the people that suggest such a thing is true have been identified as witches and warlocks and usually hung and killed. But as a scholar, you try to look beyond that and at least get it for its informational purpose.
So, I'll relay that to them also.
But you do know that with enough practice, those that are gifted have been able to kind of enter into that state in a kind of lucid, awake state, kind of bordering actually awake and sleep, take others with them. And those that are very gifted have been able to master the ability to come and go from such a state, also taking others with them. But it does take lots of practice.
As I end up saying that information to them, I kind of wonder, I did see your Minotaur fellow, Bighorn as you call him, chanting in a trance while you all were passed out asleep. I don't know if he may have known how to do this.
I can figure it out. We can traverse.
Well, I mean, if the Minotaur fellow knows how to do it already, maybe, I don't know, maybe he would probably know how to do it better, to land in the spots that you want to go to.
If he wishes to try again, we can. If the bull wishes to let me know more about the ritual, I might be able to find a way to do it. I don't want to step on any toes
Or hooves.
or hooves. When it comes to anything of the mind, I feel I control it, so I don't want to think so like that.
Well, when do we endeavor on this little mission?
Right after we get off the boat would be best. That way we're not constantly bringing all these other people into the dream world, putting them at risk.
Alright, so you guys just looking to travel on?
Actually, Bighorn, tell me where's the book that you read that showed you the ritual?
Pointless age in the book that I got the ritual and everything out of.
I'm gonna read through that book.
Alright, go ahead and, well, let me just, real quick, have netherworld knowledge. That is and make
I
a-
didn't know which subcategory to choose because I don't know them. So I was gonna actually mention that.
Yeah, go ahead and make another world knowledge check. All right. You definitely think, just reading through this, that you do not possess the gifts. Somebody who is able to do this would need to have a close relationship with either the dream world or the spirit world, which is probably why Bighorn is able to do it, just given what you know about him. But his gifts are kind of wonky. They don't really allow him to do it correctly. But you do believe that if you're able to tap into his mind while he does it, you can better harness his abilities and focus his mind where it needs to be.
I'm gonna ask Bighorn. Would you be okay if I tapped into your mind while you did this? Think of it like you're the ship, and I'm the pilot. Think of you're the ship, and I'm the captain. So
Yeah, let her tap into you, Bighorn.
So you're the power, and I should be able to control your mind to where we can go to a specific area. I guess is what this book is telling me.
Well, that's all well and good, but again, I think we should wait until we're off the boat.
That's fine. You got do know though, if we're going to a town, I don't think a town is the best place for the yellow fog to come.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need to find somewhere that's a little bit more remote.
Sure.
Maybe the border forest that guy wanted to go to.
I was just gonna say it. So Emilio says, I was just gonna say that, if you all get me to the border forest without all this mucking about, I imagine that the priests of Saloon would more than likely allow you to also take refuge there, and I could hardly think of a more secluded and safe place to do this dream traveling that you speak of.
Sure, lead us there.
Yes, I'm all for the forest. Off this damn boat, out of these human cities.
I'm about to be balls deep in that forest.
Cities are quite great.
Well, then just handing out plates of food. He goes, "You want to go to a forest? I know a jungle. I think, maybe."
As long as your cat's gonna purr next to me.
Because I know, what's her butt is not going to wait for us. Get off, we're getting off the boat for good.
So why wouldn't we just try to perform the ritual on the boat then?
As we keep on putting the crew at risk.
Why are you on the boat in the first place?
We're heading to the last known location of Laos.
Okay.
What city is that again?
Daggerdale.
Daggerdale. That's right.
Does that ring any references in my head about any kind of memory?
Make an intelligence check in the tower, please.
Maybe.
No, not at all. If your intelligence is 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dump stat.
Eight's average.
Never heard of the place ever. You guys are making that up.
You've heard of Daggerdale. You just don't really know where it is. You feel like he's used to.
Well, perhaps during the night, while we're resting, we could enter the Dreamlands and try to retrieve these gifts for the Mad Poet instead of wasting the night away with regular sleep.
I guess
Last time you did it, you put the whole boat to sleep. You really want to be out in the middle of the water, asleep?
Maybe not, actually. Just trying to figure out the best way to use our time efficiently before we get to Dagadale. Whatever information we can gather while in the Dreamlands, I think would be very beneficial before actually encountering whatever residuals are left by Lowls in Dagadale.
no, I completely agree with you, but I just don't like the idea of putting this ship crew at risk any more than we need to.
Yes, perhaps. Skyward, does the boat continue to travel, or do we anchor during nights? I should know this because we've been on this boat and river for weeks now.
You continue to travel. She has enough deckhands and knowledgeable personnel to keep going throughout the night. And it's a river. You're not trying to travel up the ocean.
It's a detail I've missed this entire time.
Navigation is not an issue, so traveling over the night is not.
Are we traveling up the river or down the river?
You are traveling upriver.
So if we all fell asleep, we would lose progress.
Wait, and
Perhaps even more than lose progress.
Do we know the fog appears every time the ritual happens?
You've only ever done the ritual once.
Man, is there a way we could specifically just target us instead of fucking having the fog appear and get everybody fucked up with something?
Yes, that's what he was saying with me. I can control him focusing better.
Oh boy. Maybe we give the crew a little bit of a warning?
Give your mom a warning.
No.
You can't, she's in a blackout rehab facility.
Damn, that's brutal.
Damn.
No, they take her cell phone every night.
I really regret not ordering a pizza tonight.
You don't need no more pizza, man. Pizza make you fat. Why do you need a pizza?
This beer is delicious, but it would be better with a pizza. Alright, so you guys looking to do a ritual tonight, or are we trying to just move on for however long?
I want to do the ritual.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's Bighorn's fucking show. What do you think, Bighorn?
Tell him, baby.
And I guess we are.
Oh shit! All right, so
whatever.
Are you gonna let Lethe tap into your brain?
If it'll allow us to pull out at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all agree to do this ritual thing that puts them in the dream thing.
As long as I can pull
Ben
out.
is going to lay down with the cat somewhere that it's safe.
Okay. So what, like in the hold?
Like, somewhere that I'm not going to fall over and knock myself into hurt.
Okay. What I have to ask you is, what are you guys focusing on for this dream?
The signet ring.
But what about it?
I'm gonna ask. Did you know that? Did you notice any location when you were looking for the title under the in the book for the ring, Mr. Scribe?
Hmm?
Did you notice any of that type of location, terrain, that the ring might be associated with?
I'm not gonna
Sure, DM.
participate in the dream.
I haven't heard anybody talk about reading any books, so no, you have not.
Oh, let's fucking read
Oh,
some books
remember
for
when
the
you-
night
when
then.
he was-
And then the next night.
When he was
Read
looking
some
at the
books.
titles for the signet ring, let's get back to that book then.
All right, I propose then
All right,
to read the books for the
maybe I
night.
missed that. Did fucking Lost say that he was gonna read through those 3 books?
Well, no. Once you said, "Oh, like the titles of," oh, okay, you didn't look through those books. Now,
No,
I
they-
misread. I thought you.
I thought we were looking for the book somewhere else.
No.
Oh,
You literally
so-
have all those books.
yeah.
Oh,
Those
well,
are
then
just
I'd
the
like-
3 books you've identified in the pile that probably have Lau's notes in relation to the signet ring. I guess I wasn't very clear on that.
Oh, I thought there was something I had to
No,
look
these
for.
motherfuckers have like 30 books.
I'll
that
help
they
him
took
with the
from
book.
Lau's estate.
I'll help him
I'd
with
like
the
to
book.
use my administration skill and pretty much organize them and probably document as much as I can of the books
Okay.
overnight. during one of the long rests.
Okay.
Probably the next long rest we can do without entering Adventure Dream World. And when I have some free time, I also like to try to read one of the books. Third one, the Kingdom one, first.
Okay.
I'm gonna assist.
All right. So anybody who is trying to read through the books, make an intelligence in the tower, please.
Okay.
Damn it. Oh,
Wait.
fucking, that wasn't in the
Ooh.
tower. I'm re-rolling.
Holy shit, some good rolls. That roll was actually worse than your non.
Damn it.
You rolled a 17 on the second roll. What do we got? Wow. Some good ass rolls, I'll tell you what. Alright,
That's Frankie.
the three of
See,
you,
Frankie?
Gwydion
Hey,
kind of
Frankie.
makes this whole process more difficult. Like, he is definitely no scholar, and he constantly is like bringing up shit that like is more religious in nature and has no bearing on the science of these books.
This reminds me of the tale of Ilmater when he was on the material plane and met with he sat down and talked with a horse for a little bit. It was quite interesting.
Yes, I know about that one, but that's not what we're doing.
Constantly
Huh?
talking about during the time of troubles when Ilmater was walking around as a mortal man, bandaging up the weak and sick. And
Yes, if one could be so
incurred many diseases in his travels.
To have been healed by the great god, Ilmater.
Gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes.
Gotta watch out for that gonosyphilis.
It's a rough one. But the three of you, putting your brains together, you find out that Lao's learned that the Viscount referenced is Viscount Pietro Brelin, a mysterious but popular noble in the dreamland city of Celiphaeus. According to one of Lao's travel logs, Celiphaeus is an opulent and populous city. Although visitors and natives alike experience the passage of time normally in Celiphaeus, excuse me, the city appears to be frozen in time. Laos visited at noon, and the sun remained at its zenith even through the spent hours of negotiating with the Viscount for this ring. Viscount Brelin, known for hoisting courtly and lavish events, fearing to lose the Viscount's favor, attendees ignore any unusual happenings at these events. You also learn that the proper phrase that allows you to use the Dreamland's excursion to this occult ritual to reach the Viscount's gala. I'm not going to make up some weird ass name. It's actually just the Viscount's name. Viscount Berlin is the phrase.
What, Berlin?
Yep. So while you are trying to make your way into his realm, use his name during the chant, it could bring you to the city of Celiphaeus.
Alright.
How convenient.
Let's do it. The next night.
Alright. Just Bighorn, don't think anything of it. I'm just going to you might have a tickle in the back of your mind while I do this. I'm ready when you are, big man.
Bighorn.
Need to roll anything?
No. You guys made your rolls already.
We're doing it.
Okay. I am doling out some experience for this. Did anybody level over that minuscule experience I just gave everyone?
I'll take everything you can give me, Frankie.
Negative.
Oh, I got 13K.
Yikes.
Yikes! It sounds like you're
Over 100,000 away on both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm 250,000 away.
All right. So it's not happening anytime soon for you guys.
Not anytime soon.
All right.
250 must be nice.
Paladin, never. You will level never.
200.
You only level when you're away.
Special swords, leveling.
If you don't talk to the sword.
Elena, do you have any input about what we're doing?
Do you
Now
want
you want to talk to your sword?
Do you
I didn't know I could talk
understand
back
where I
until
am?
Frankie said some shit last
Oh,
week.
I'm not even sure
I
I
where
thought I
I
just
Your
called
sword?
it Elena.
Oh my god.
I mean, we could do this offline. Just me and
No,
you,
it's
bro. It's all
fine.
good.
You reach out to your
Waste these
sword,
people's time.
and you hear this long, drawn-out sigh.
You really are a cunt.
Now you want to talk? I've been sitting here alone in the dark for what
I did-
seems like aeons.
I did not know.
Frankie's
No,
been waiting
first
for this
with you.
moment.
I
too.
don't even want to hear it. You
All right,
you
bye
come
then.
talk to me when you
I
are
stopped
ready
talking.
to apologize. Motherfucker.
Puts her away wet.
Bitches. I was just kidding.
The
I was
sword,
just kidding.
the sword grows heavier in your hand.
I was just kidding, dude. No, let's go. I apologize, Elena. I did
Do
not
you
realize
apologize
that.
in earnest?
Of course.
How
If
you
I had
will
known-
atone for this transgression?
How would you like me to?
If I have to tell you, then you are not ready.
I guess I'm not ready then.
Damn,
Bye.
dude, you're in the
Click.
doghouse. Bye, Felicia.
I do not attain the infinite wisdom required. Apparently, perhaps a hint.
I know that
Your
you
guidance.
mortals are easily distracted, and I may forgive you over time. I will protect you as best I can for now, but this conversation is over.
Fairly well. I
I
apologize.
can
I'm
do a
so
psychic
sorry,
reading
baby.
on that object if you want.
There's no
Baby, I'm
response.
sorry.
Damn, just by his sword already?
Fucking went like 3 months without talking to her.
I didn't know it
Damn.
was intelligent, dude. That's not
She want-
entirely
she want-
my fault.
She wants to be Locksword now.
She even picked you and everything, and now she's... Damn.
What's up, man?
It's not how you treat a lady.
I whisper, I'll do better. Then I sheath her.
Yeah, there's no responses. She gets stuffed back into a scabbard. Back in the
You know,
Yeah, you used to have a glass scabbard.
no, I'm not Scissor. Gwydion, there you go. I can calm the emotions of that weapon if you wish.
No, I do not wish to manipulate Elena.
I can blow her up too.
I don't know what you mean by that, but I
I
don't
can make
think she
your
will
object
appreciate it.
explode.
No, she has done us well. She's protected us. Slayed many opponents. Is that one?
And yet you don't talk to her.
I just did.
That's all in his head, by the way. You guys don't actually. I mean, unless he talks out loud.
How am I
Do they-
supposed to know this?
Well, you
Do
just,
they even know?
they would not. So here's the thing: like you can talk
I'm
to
bugging with you.
Elena either verbally or mentally. That is up to you.
Okay, this
But
is all
nobody
mental
else would hear your conversation with her. Like they don't hear the sword talk back.
then. Okay, good. I'm sitting there sipping on my Senka then,
You're just a crazy old man.
having this conversation in my head with my sword then.
Yeah.
For that brief moment. I'm in the doghouse though, for sure.
For sure. All right. So you guys trying to travel to Delapheus?
Yes.
All right. So you all you all start to chant. By you all, I mean Lethay, and mostly it's Bighorn is sitting doing his chant. And Lethay, you are also sitting right across from him, staring at him, creating this mental bridge. And you can feel him slipping into the dream world immediately. And you feel everything within about a 100-yard radius being pulled in with him. And you immediately realize that he has no control over this. When he does this, anyone in the vicinity just gets dragged in, whether they're awake or asleep, willing or unwilling.
I'm gonna focus on our group.
Yeah, you're able to focus on the group. You definitely feel some resistance from certain individuals, Locke, and maybe some others. But you do believe you can override this if necessary and drag them regardless.
That I will do.
Okay. So this is a psychic attack. Who wants to resist? Anyone?
We wanted this to happen, so no.
All right. Locke, you had made mention earlier that you didn't want to go. Is that still the case?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are in a closed mind status.
Do I have to roll
You
in?
have a psionic battle occurring. What is your intelligence? Locke.
14.
14. That means your armor class is mental armor class. Actually, your mental armor class is based on your wisdom. Sorry. What is your wisdom?
14.
Also 14?
Yes, sir.
Holy crap. That's got crazy stats. Oh, all right. So, what is your intelligence, Lethay?
My intelligence is 16 and wisdom is 19.
Your intelligence is what you use for. So, go ahead and make a tobacco attack.
Who?
Lethay.
Me.
Okay.
Lock.
Oh, like mental Thaco? Because I have a stat for that.
Yeah, you should. What is your mental thaco?
19. Won't let me roll it though.
No, that's not accurate. Just make
Oh.
your normal ass thaco. Okay. And your intelligence is, what'd you say? 16?
Yeah.
You get +2 on that. So you actually hit an armor class of 6. And block your base AC, because it's only a 14 wisdom, is 10. So the way this happens basically is, let's say you enter into Locke's mind. Everyone else has their minds open, so you just pull them in. But Locke stands in front of you with his shield in front of him. Locke, you see Lethay approaching. You just hold your shield in front of her, trying to repel her. She just gently pushes your shield aside and puts her hand right on your forehead. And similar to the old school, like, televangelists, your head just snaps back and you crumple to the ground. And all of you awake in a massive city. You see that all of the buildings in this city seem to be made of smooth marble. Just behind you is an impressive, massive, 30-foot tall set of brass gates. There are must be tens of thousands of people populating the city. The buildings are pretty close together. Looks like there's not enough room for a carriage to go down the streets. All the streets are also made out of marble. So there's no real sound as people walk, not like when clicking across cobblestone. Pretty quiet. And it's a little unnerving at first, just the magnificence of the city. And nobody really seems to pay attention to any of you as you stand here.
I'm sorry, folks. We would have had a faster time getting here, but somebody showed a little resistance.
Just took a couple seconds, bro. Chill.
Dan's gonna look at Patty and go, "Did you try that? You know you're not supposed to do that."
So, but luckily this time it was only us that went through. I was able to help focus the mind of Bighorn.
So the plan worked then. Goody.
Yes. So now we're trying to find this man called the Viscount. I assume I forgot his name.
Did anybody
It was
remember
a noble.
the name?
The nobleman.
Well, I sure hope so. Otherwise, we didn't land where we wanted
Brelin!
What?
Relis.
Discount Brelin.
Relis.
Brelin. Pretty sure it's Brelin.
Like that.
That baby's adorable.
He's very mad right now.
Why? What are you doing to him?
Tired of me holding him.
Maybe when I come out to California in December, I can come visit.
Yeah.
I doubt it though. You guys live in Northern California. I'm gonna be in Southern. I'm only gonna have a week until I'm gonna make it up there, but we'll see.
Alright, well, you guys are standing around in this crowded ass street. What do you guys want to do?
I'll tap somebody on the shoulder and say, "Excuse me, fellow, ma'am, we're looking for Brelin."
Make charisma check. You just grab some random ass lady that's walking by. Got a very floofy dress, a big tall top hat. And she looks as though she's trying to ignore you, but then she just stops, looks at you, and she says, "Excuse me, is it custom where you're from to not introduce yourself before you just go grabbing ladies by the arm?"
I apologize, ma'am. My name is Gwydion, son of Loran,
My name
Paladin of Ilmater. I am in
Not
search
necessary.
of the Viscount. Pardon the baby sounds.
the Viscount. Brelin. Well, if you know the name, then you would know that he is having a ball tonight and only the worthy are invited.
I believe we were.
A good day to you, sir.
I just don't know
Walks
where.
off.
Wait! I grab her by the other arm.
Give me another charisma check for that. Hefty
Greetings,
charisma.
I'm Gwydion, son of Loran.
He looks at you for half a minute.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Do you like what you see?
She says, "I don't know. You don't let me talk much, and you are very grabbing. I don't know how I feel about this whole situation. But it is making me moist, and I don't know why."
Giggity, 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 goo.
I'll tell you what, it has been a while for me.
Oh, as it has for me.
She looks over, she says, "Are you busy for the next few moments?"
Would you happen to have some Senka?
I'm not.
She looks around, she says, I know of a private place if you are not committed to these heathens that you travel with. Maybe we should
You want me to
have
touch your
a
dick?
small private conversation?
Unfortunately, these heathens aren't at my behest. They await the information I'm hoping to gather from you. You see, they're crying as I try to get... as I try to get you to tell me where the Viscount's party is located. We were invited. Perhaps I can bring you along? Have you ever been to the Viscount's party? I hear they're quite magnificent.
Unfortunately for both of us, my lips are quite sealed shut at the moment. If only there was a way to loosen them.
How
You hear
bad?
Den behind Gwydion go, just go with her. Maybe she'll tell you.
All right. My wingman says to go, so I shall.
All right. She smirks and then immediately starts walking off towards the building, not so far away.
I'll wave my hand behind me like somebody tail me, fucking just in case some shit goes down and I need to get bailed out.
I'll follow him.
So she just walked right into one of these buildings and shuts the door behind her.
Okay, I guess I'll follow.
Okay.
Dend is going to.
I do want to mention that the door opens inward, which is awkward because usually, at least in the physical realm, the doors always open outward from an exiting or entering point of a building.
Den's going to turn into a small rabbit and chase after her so that he can figure out what's going on.
Oh, didn't know he could do that.
You gonna watch us, dude? That's a little,
I'm a rabbit!
What
else am I going to
is
do?
going on right now? I spent
I'm gonna follow them.
dinner.
Do we say cut?
He said follow, so Den was like, well, turn into a rabbit.
Gwydion's about to become a man.
At the young age of like 45.
50.
I'm gonna go ahead and put a hand on. I'm gonna walk up to the woman and say, wait a second.
Inside.
Dude, they're already inside.
yeah,
They're going to town.
I followed after.
Did you follow her straight in?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. As
I
soon
did
as
too.
you get into the room, she pushes you up against the door, slamming the door shut and pinning you against it.
Hell yeah, dude, get some.
So, Viscount's party location?
All right. She just lays one on you super hard, and we're gonna fade.
I
to
only
black
have
there.
Sega for one.
What's everyone doing? Actually, first of all, before we do fade to black on what's going on inside, are you trying to resist?
No, fuck it, it's the Dreamlands.
Okay.
I took a vow of
You got to
abstinence.
have a wet dream, my man. Outside, you all hear a loud thud shortly after the door slams shut.
Was
I'm gonna
Den
run
able
out.
to skitter
Alright, well.
inside before the door closed?
I'm gonna run up and just Spartan kick the door in.
No, Locke, let him have his fun.
Locke, go ahead and make.
He might be in danger.
Locke will make
Locke.
an open doors check as you just step up and kick
Open
the door.
door check.
It's under strength. It just says doors.
Strength, doors. There it is.
I did
Oh,
say
wow.
to follow just in
Normally
case.
that would be
but-
a success, but not in this case. I don't
Why not?
Because it doesn't have the magical open door.
Because the old man's getting some?
Yep.
Oh, did they actually? It used to roll twice. Let me check your magic doors open check. So it is. in parentheses-
Magic.
Oh, you have 0%, or a 0 chance rather. So yeah, you kick the door and immediately you put all your weight into this, perfectly placed right where the actual latch attaches to the door jamb. And it doesn't even budge. And you all see a slight shimmer as Locke is repelled away from the portal.
That makes Locke sad.
All right. How long do you all want to stand outside the front of this door?
30 minutes. 5 minutes. That's as long as he should take.
30 minutes.
Should I roll
Actually, 5 minutes.
Should I roll
27
a check to
seconds.
see how well I perform?
Sure, go ahead and make a Constitution check.
Is there time for Senka afterwards?
Bighorn's already.
Let's just make a Constitution, Dexterity, and Strength check.
There's my con.
See which one you fail at.
So you got your
Oh,
endurance.
there's my dexterity.
You're not very. Your rhythm is off, and your penetration is hard. All right, so
Whoa.
it's just you're awkward. You're all thumbs, really. So it's not your best work, but it'll do it a pinch.
It's been a while. All right, it's been a while for him.
So you get it going on for a solid amount of time.
Does she achieve hers? Did she get hers, or did he fuck up that
Not
bad?
with that shit dexterity roll.
Oh!
Damn it!
It's all about you, my man. So
Oh!
you get yours, and at the end of it, she looks down at you. She says, "Well, I definitely expected more, but I'll take what I can get, I suppose." And she climbs off of you, and she just drops a small envelope right on your chest. She says, "I hope that you dress better than that for tonight's event." And she just starts sauntering upstairs.
Perhaps I'll meet you at the party then.
She does
Second
not-
round.
She doesn't respond. So-
Fine.
And then as she gets to the top of the stairs, she just shouts out, "Please see yourself out of my house, thank you much."
Dang. Just pointed
On
at
it.
that bad.
I was already on
You
it.
go find somebody and get laid to get an invite? Is that what's going on?
That sounds like that's what happened.
Yeah, but that's only one invite. We need to get the rest of
Yeah,
us
that's what I'm
invited.
saying. Like,
Well, I don't know what the letter says, so I'll get dressed and then I'll come out with a fucking big ass smile on my face, warm Senka in hand, and I'll hand the letter to Lethay. If you don't mind, dear, perhaps you could read this for me.
I'll read it.
Okay.
Then you pat Locke on the shoulder and say, "She needs some help in there, buddy."
It says you have been cordially invited to the Viscount's Gala.
You got invited to the party.
And there is no name on it.
for one,
Is that
You were
good for
invited
all
to a
of us?
party.
Or do we all need one?
No, it's one.
I think that's the
One.
big question: is whether we all need one or if this counts for all of us.
I'm
Do they have a
gonna go up to a noble looking man in the streets. Oh god.
You ready to get fucked, Lethay?
Bighorn's gonna go around looking for a tailor.
A tailor? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're
So you
looking.
can use fancy ass clothes, top hat, monocle, all that shit.
Alright, make a charisma check as you asking people for where the best tailor is. And then Lethay, you said you're doing what? Oh my goodness. You do get pointed in the direction of a tailor.
I'm gonna ask around where the party location is.
Alright, give me a charisma check.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh wow.
Yeah, you get a couple people that apparently know of the gala, and they look a little confused as to why you would be asking if you even know of the gala, first of all. But they tell you where it is nonetheless.
I'm gonna also ask one of the people, well, how can I get an invite?
You're told that you should just already have one. You can't just receive invites.
Well, my friend did, and I'll pull out the letter.
Then your friend would probably be welcome.
Alright.
Only him, huh?
I'm gonna tell the guys, let's go to this location. Come on.
Maybe we can find some parchment paper first. Something that looks similar to that letter.
Oh, you think you can forge something?
Oh, I know I can forge it.
Okay, alright. Well, I'm gonna go look around for the paper, the same paper. I'm gonna go look for a scribe. A scribing store.
Like a glyph scribe?
Like a scribing store for like a parchment and like a scribe there.
Like paper, I guess. Look for like a.
Alright.
I don't think general
So
store.
anybody
has
who's doing searching, so Bighorn has wandered off to find clothes. Bighorn, you do find a tailor, but you can tell pretty much right away that the clothes here are mundane at best. You don't think they're really gala worthy.
Just the bed
Bighorn has, for a strange reason, a bunny and a panther.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway,
Like the
so
menagerie.
can I like look around again?
Yeah. Absolutely. Just be another charisma check. Unless you're just wanting to wander around by yourself without asking.
I'm kind of doing a bit of both. Like,
I'm just gonna head to a local pub.
So I'll find somebody and ask again.
So everybody just walks off in
Yeah,
different
there we go.
directions. This massive ass marble city.
Wait, guys, we need a gathering point, right? As people walk away.
I'll tell you guys, we'll meet at the damn body.
If you need me, I'll be at the pub.
Always
There
split
could
the
be
party.
multiple pubs, but okay.
Alright, so after a while, Bighorn, you are able to find a large, a very large and exotic looking shop, to say the least. The clothes definitely look fancy, though not to your taste, for sure. Humans, it looks, or whatever these creatures are, they have some very peculiar tastes.
What kind of peculiar taste would those be?
They got lots of like knee-high boots. The coats have like these long like split tails down the back. There's lots of monocles, canes, top hats, bowler hats. There's just none of the shit that you would see as like a rich festive.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's no headdresses, no feathers.
No. That's fine. I'm dressing to be presentable the way they want to.
Love to see a fucking minotaur in a top hat. I'll tell you what.
No, that's exactly what we're doing right now. I'm going in there. I'm fucking ordering a top hat, monocle,
Top hat and tails.
fucking the coat with the tails, no bottoms because sure shit ain't fitting into boots.
You gotta have short bottoms.
How are you gonna pay for all that?
I got money. Fuck off.
Red whiskey.
So, as you're kind of collecting up all this stuff for yourself, you bring it up to the counter, and the patron at the counter is a small kind of, well, it's an impish looking creature. It has a pair of like batish wings. It has this long tail coming out of the back of it with a little scorpion stinger on the end. It's got 4 arms, but one of the arms is shorter than the other 3 with only 2 fingers. And one of the legs, the left leg, is longer than the right leg. And it kind of stands on the top of the counter with its shorter leg kind of perched on this little, what looks to be a bucket that has been placed upside down. And it says, "My name, Cespenar. What is yours, big man?"
Bighorn Gulbachar.
Bighorn. See, you have picked out some fine wares there. How would you like to pay for these?
To be honest, I'm new in these parts. Do you take good old-fashioned gold, or is there another form of currency that I don't know about and I'm making a fool of myself?
Your gold would not be used here. We accept Lang rubies, and we accept gifts of the more intimate variety.
You're gonna have to take one for the team with this imp.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I'm muttering out loud to myself.
All right. The imp stares at you as you just kind of ponder.
Oh damn!
It's
I don't know if I.
It's not that way.
What way?
Simple memories. Your favorite dreams are some of our more tasty rolls.
Unfortunately, I believe I may not have too many tasty good dreams for you.
Ah, big spender, I see. You never spend them all in one place.
More like I am the victim of theft.
It's unfortunate.
It is. Damn, I really like these items too.
Well, if you do not have dreams or memories to partake with, maybe a little of yourself, a little loss of control, maybe make things more interesting.
How do you mean?
Well, you know, you agree to give me a little piece of yourself and see what fun happens.
Like my soul?
No, nothing so drastic as that.
But I don't think I can. Sorry to have wasted your time. And
It's unfortunate. So we
hopefully I
both
can
would have
figure
had a
out-
grand time seeing where the trip takes us.
Would this be a permanent thing then? You just be with me and have that control of me?
I would not have control of you, though you may not have control of you either.
Your butt might hurt in the morning.
If you are not feeling adventurous, I completely understand.
I'm just you say it's not my soul, but then I still lose a piece of myself.
We all lose a piece of ourselves every day anyway. Life is fickle. Dreams are fleeting. Enjoy it while you can. Roll the dice. See what happens.
And I pull out my set of ivory dice and roll them.
Alright. The imp looks down at the dice and says, literal speaker, I would not have taken you as such. I mean the figurative. Dice of fate.
And then I'll roll this d6 1 through 3. I do it. Anything above 4 through 6, I don't.
Okay, let's see it.
Oh,
Shit.
snap.
You can do it?
Two-Face
The
over
dice
here.
I rolled the dice in front of him, and the dice told me to do it.
Alright. Yeah. He starts grinning very wide. Says, it has been so long. And so a willing patron has decided to go on this journey. And he extends out the
Come
He
indeed.
extends out the shortest of his 4 hands and he says, I have paid for this once before, but I will gladly do it again. Let us see where this journey takes us, you and I. Maybe we find what we both seek.
Me being in that party and well dressed, I think it'll be alright.
Alright, you gonna take his little hand?
Yeah, I'll touch it with one finger. His strong hand.
Alright. Here, so
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Den, who's there as a rabbit, and a panther who's right behind him. Den comes out of his rabbit form and goes, I don't think that's a really good idea.
You should have done that a while ago there, but it's already happened.
Yeah, he rolled the
He's
dice.
gonna look at the imp and go, what happens after?
alright.
I'm kind of thinking on that I'm so empty.
Reinitiate.
Yeah, we'll see.
Since this is a willingness. I do need this. So I need you to make a saving throw versus paralyzation. As the two of you stare into each other's eyes, you feel a sort... What's that?
In the tower or no?
No, out in the open. You feel this kind of push and pull as though there's a game of mental tug-of-war going on at the moment. And you feel as though the imp is winning. You do your best to kind of take over, but the imp definitely pulls away. And there's this kind of almost emotional snap in the back of your mind as you feel the link is broken. And the imp just stares at you, almost longingly. I have never felt anything so grand. This is amazing. And you just feel mortified by this creature. Its eyes seem to be piercing into your very soul, and it's everything that you can do to stay in its presence. And it kind of like takes a step back, realizing that you're literally cowering in front of it. This won't do. This just won't do. Please, take what you need and go. I long to have you here, but I know that it is not in our best interest. And without even being able to control yourself, you just take the clothes and head outside, and you just feel the sweat pouring down your head.
Okay.
All right, so
The fuck?
yeah, from now on, anytime you are confronted by any devil, you will be terrorized. You will need to make a saving throw versus paralyzation, as you have an extreme phobia of devils. If you fail, you will be unable to do anything. You'll be frozen in place until the devil is dealt with by someone else, or it just leaves your presence. If you pass, you'll be able to act around the devil, even attacking it if necessary, but you will be doing so at a -5 penalty to all actions. Welcome to insanity.
Might as well help.
Yeah, 'cause I
Din's
don't
gonna
think
come
we
up
ever-
behind Bighorn. Sorry. Go ahead.
Nothing. I just was gonna say I don't think we ever figured out insanity for Bighorn when we started.
Yep, that is your insanity.
Where should I put that in my notes?
Yeah, so you have a phobia of devils. -5 penalty. Just put that. And that's only if you pass the paralytic saving throw. If you fail it, you are frozen until the devil is dealt with in or another.
So it's save versus paralysis,
Yes.
and then pass is
-5 to all checks, anything involving the devil, positive or negative.
and then fail paralyzed.
Sir,
Para devil.
alright. I know while you're doing that, Locke, I know you were looking for a bar.
I never found one.
You did find one. And
Sweet.
you walk into this bar, and it is just full of all manner of strange characters. You have never seen any of the creatures in here ever. Some of them are quite beautiful, like things you see in your best dreams, and then others are visages of horrific nightmare fuel.
Am I aware I'm in the dream world?
Yeah, you all know that you've been brought to the dream world.
All right, so I don't really care about the people in the room. I just grab a beer and find a corner.
Okay, you walk up to the bar, and you see that the bartender is this large, kind of floating orb-like creature. It has a large eye in its center, and lots of little stalks that are kind of coming out of every area, like around the orb. And each of the stalks is kind of wiggling and writhing, looking in all directions. And you notice that each of the stalks also has a smaller eye on the end of it. The center of the orb has this just big gaping maw of a mouth. All of the teeth look like just fucking rotten raisins. And as you step up to it, it looks at you and it says, "Hello, mortal." And its breath is just fucking rank. I need you to make a saving throw versus poison. You immediately throw up all over the bar top, and it kind of like immediately jolts back away from the bar. You notice it's just hovering. It has no body under it. It's just this giant floating head. That is absolutely disgusting. You must clean this up at once.
You give me a beer and I'll clean it up.
Come into my bar. Roll up on the countertop and then demand beverage.
Oi, your mouth is so rank that it caused me to throw up on your bar. Get me a beer and I'll clean up my mess. I won't have another word with you. I throw down some gold coins.
One of the eye stalks moves in the direction of the gold and looks at them. Says, "What is this? You insult me with this illusory material object."
Oi, what would you like? Some memories of mine? Take them. I don't have any I want.
All of the eye stalks continue to writhe as it looks around. His memories. Oh, indeed. Memories can be tasty, but I do not wish them. What I would like is for you to show me your true self, that which you have been hiding from all others, including yourself, much like the other patrons of this bar have done.
How do I do that?
You must look deep inside to that which has haunted you. Bring it forth so we may all gaze upon it, and the drinks shall be ever flowing.
Alright. I stare down at him. I open up, I guess.
You open up? Alright. You close your eyes and start searching deep within inside yourself. And when you open them again, you find yourself in a forest by yourself. You casually walk out of the forest, and just at the edge of it, you see a small alleyway. At the end of the alley, you see a boy.
Do I see Bighorn with me?
You look to your left and right. You do not see Bighorn.
Son of a bitch.
You see the boy. He's got a sack in his hands, and he doesn't seem to notice you as he sets the sack down on a large crate. He reaches inside of it and pulls out an apple. Rubs the apple against his vest and blows on it, just kind of like hot air. Rubs it again and kind of examines the apple. Begin to walk towards him. Yeah, he takes a bite of the apple just as you step up towards him. And he turns and he looks at you. You just see one single tear start to come down his eyes. Without hesitation, raise your hands and bring down your hands in a hammer fist right on top of his forehead, and he crumples to the ground. And you just repeatedly stomp on the back of his head, mercilessly. Even as you feel his skull caving in blood, viscera, you just stomp all over his body, just painting the walls of this alley with the lifeblood of this young boy. A moment later, you snap out of it, and you see the biggest grin on the face of this giant orb. Well, indeed, you are nightmare fuel incarnate, aren't you, mortal?
I think I'll be having 2 chickens.
Oh, you are welcome here, let me tell you. And this drink just slides itself across the bar. You don't even see where it comes from, and it presents itself in front of you. You reach out towards it, noticing immediately that your hands are quite small.
I am the boy.
And you pull the drink up to your face where your lips should be, but
I'm going to use my strong hand.
yeah. And it hurts as you bring the mug to your lips. You can feel that your jaw is broken as you try to open it. There's this kind of mixed taste of alcohol. It tastes like pennies. Try to take a drink. And you just feel this liquid running down your chest, and you realize that your neck is ripped open. Most of the liquid is just pouring out of orifices that are all over your body. And the giant orb creature begins to laugh hysterically. So where are we now? We are now at Morin. What are you doing out in the streets?
Well, basically, when all these humans were talking and heading off in all different directions, he basically saying, well, probably going to need reference to where we're going to get back to. So he basically sat down and just started to sharpen his sword and hang out right in the general area where they showed up.
They're by the gate then?
Just,
Just sharpening your sword?
Yep, he just found a place to sit.
Okay.
Yep, these guys all just ran off. I'm like, what the hell?
Alright, and then, so the rabbit and the fucking, panther, you guys were following, Bighorn, correct?
Bighorn until he went to the thing, and then he follows him out of the store and goes, I don't think that was a good idea. What happened anyways?
But I got clothes, and Bighorn starts putting on all his fancy attire, and now he just needs that invite.
Bighorn's going
Jen
to the
is going to
ball.
look at Bighorn once he's dressed and go, so the party's at night, right?
I think the party is just ongoing.
Well,
Come here as
The party don't stop.
I know
okay, well,
that time.
I thought the party was at night, and it's the middle of the day, and time here doesn't advance, so it's going to be the middle of the day, and we can't get to the party at night. Because isn't that what the invitation said? Is
No.
We just have to come back at the right time. But we still need to find invites. So far, only
That was one.
old priest has an invite. Should have asked for an invite
And
for that.
we still need a location, so we don't know where the fuck we're going.
We already know where we're going.
Yeah, I think Lethea was able to get that information
Oh, I must have missed that.
wherever Lethea is at the moment.
Pay attention, bro. I'm looking for a magic shop.
Oh,
with that, Dendis is
I think
literally
Dennis is
just
with me.
trying to follow Bighorn around, which shouldn't be hard. It's a
Oh,
minotaur and a fucking top hat.
I forgot.
But he's like thoroughly distracted by everybody that's walking by, going, "Ooh, right, the minotaur."
yeah. Yeah, there are definitely
laugh.
much stranger denizens to this city than a fucking minotaur and a top hat, if you could believe it.
No, but he should be easy to follow, though.
That's true. He
'cause,
is
I mean,
very easy to follow. Loth, what are you doing in the city?
I'm with Thea.
Oh, okay. So the two of you were actually just getting information on where this place was.
No.
You're looking for a shop that would probably have
Oh.
paper.
Right.
like scroll paper. I want to go to a magic shop.
Okay. So go ahead and I guess the two of you could give me a charisma check.
Because I also have some other things to do at a magic shop.
Okay. The two of you ask around, and it appears as though there is quite the large bazaar that more than likely has no end to strange dream works that you could purchase if you're willing to part with valuables there.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay. Then that brings us to back to Gwydion. Gwydion, feeling pretty satiated. What are you trying to do?
Is the rest of the party kind of just... Are we all split, essentially?
Yeah, some of you have split up, yeah. Lethe and Loth went off in a direction. Locke just walked off. Bighorn and the two animals walked off. Morin just parked his ass right in the middle of the street.
Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna try and find out if just the one invitation is good enough also.
How,
I don't know.
How do you want to
Yeah.
go about doing that?
I'll grab the next person. Excuse me, my name is Gwydion, son of Laurent. I'm looking for some information. I'm new to this town.
Alright, go ahead.
City.
Give me a charisma check as you just grabbed some random ass. Alright, you grab what looks to be a dwarf, though its skin is a bright...
Isn't that wisdom? He said charisma.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, never mind then. Give me a charisma check. I mean,
6 is
it's
still
a
way up
D20 regardless, and I know what his charisma is. So it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so this individual looks like a dwarf, though its skin is very pink, almost like he was sunburned. He has a long white beard, but also not kind of like the same stocky build that you would see in a typical dwarf. He looks more agile. He definitely still has some of those kind of dwarven characteristics. And he just looks at you and he says, "Say what now, human? What do you want? I'm very
Pardon
busy."
me, sir. My name is Gwydion, son of Laurent.
Gwydion,
I was
son
just
of Laurent.
Yes,
well met. Where do you hail from?
What? I hail from... where did I come from?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
It's my first time here. I'm a little hazy, but...
He's a liar! Get him!
Perhaps...
That can tend to happen. This is your first trip into the dream world, then I take it?
Yes, and I happened to upon the invite to the Viscount's party, but I don't...
That should be quite the blast, I must say. I never
have
get
you
an
ever
invite
been?
there.
Oh, that's too
yes.
bad.
But if you have an invite, you should take me. I would love to see it.
Perhaps I shall. Do you need an invite yourself, or is one
Well,
good
I mean,
for
if you
the
have
company?
one, you could bring whoever the hell you want. +1,
Yeah, well-
+2, +3, +4. There's no end. You should
Well,
bring
come
them.
along then.
I mean, let's do it.
I mean, I just did, but I'm happy to do it again.
When do we go?
Wait. I have other companions.
Oh.
We'll have to wait
So
for them.
it's not just about us then. I don't
It
feel
will
so
be.
special.
All
about
of
it.
us.
I thought,
Well,
I thought it was just the two of us.
I come as a party. You have to
I give you
understand.
this information, and now you have tag-alongs. Three's a crowd.
Listen, Sir Dwarf, what is your name?
Well, I don't feel that it's really that important anymore. I barely got to talk to you. You invite me
We're
to some party, and
we're
now there
still
are others
talking.
that you want to bring with you. This seems just highly irregular.
Come now. Tell me your name, Sir Dwarf. I wink at him.
Well, I mean, it's... You could just call me Mr. Frostbeard.
Mr. Frostbeard, what a fine name.
It is a fine
Is that-
name. I
Is
must
that
say.
your clan name, or is that your own name?
What is a clan?
I don't know. Well, where I come from, dwarves have a clan, and
What
the
is-
last names represent their clan. Mr. Frostbeard.
Why would they do it?
Yeah, it's a good question. Perhaps we could get into
Find the
it
door.
and talk about some philosophies. I don't know much about dwarven philosophy from the world in which I come from, but
where
I
is
can
that?
tell you about my
You
god,
never did answer that
Ilmater.
question. I do seem to recall that I asked you specifically where you hailed from, and you just brushed it off. inviting me to some party that you supposedly have an invitation to, but also you have all these ne'er-do-wells that you want to bring along as well.
Ne'er-do-wells, well, at least one of them is. I come from the material plane.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all do. Well,
Do we?
not all of us. But
Ah,
I was there once, and then I decided that this place was better. Have you
Well-
decided to stay here?
I haven't decided just yet. We'll see how this party plays out, I suppose. That you're more than welcome to attend with me and
Just the
my
two of us?
company and other ne'er-do-wells.
Just the two of us. No, I
Just the
don't
two of us.
agree to us
We're
bringing
making it
someone
free
else.
try.
This
It's
is
too bad.
ludicrous that you would
I
invite
enjoyed your company,
others.
Mr. Frostbeard.
You know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to relieve you of the situation that you have when you want to bring others. And you are going to give me this invitation. And I am just going to go without you. That is the right thing to do.
No, I don't think it works that way.
I
Mr.
don't care what you
Frostbeard.
think. I am going to take it from you.
He doesn't have it. Lete has it.
This is true.
You know that.
Yeah.
So you're going to give it to me, or I'm going to take it. That is how this will work now.
I wish I could, but unfortunately, Mr. Frostbeard, if you were of a more cooperative spirit, you could have come with me, but now you can't. You see, the invitation is in the hands of one of my companions, and
You see him
As much
pull
as I
this
appreciate your
axe off of
appreciation.
his back that it looks like it's made out of solid ice.
oh shit.
I am going to carve you up if you do not give me the invitation.
By Ilmater's grace, I lie not. I don't have the invitation.
All right, he lifts the axe over his head, and we're gonna stop there for this week.
Dun dun dun.
Actually, we're gonna stop there for 2 weeks,
2
unfortunately.
weeks.
So.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I know. I'll be in Alabama next week, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm so
Alabama?
sorry.
So, I'll see you guys all in 2 weeks. Great job tonight, by the way. That was a lot of fun.
And where are you going to be in Alabama?
Huntsville.
Oh, I'm even more sorry than I was before.
Eat some catfish or something. I don't know.
Get crawfish.
Oh, that's it. I don't like crawfish.
Well, guys,
Pancakes.
it was nice
Yeah,
meeting
guys.
you new people and some old.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, all.
Great job, Frankie. Thank you.
Hey, no
Good
problem.
stuff.
Thanks for joining, and yeah, I'll see you all in a couple weeks. Have a good night, all, and for anybody who's watching, all one of you, I'm sure. Bye.